question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay, won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. Coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane, it's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall, I've come to take it all. Take it, I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall, I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. Coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling
What's going on, folks? Will Stewart here with another late night THFC Rant show. My name is Will Stewart. I'm your host tonight. My camera's out of focus. It's focused back there. It wants to focus on the logo. Don't focus on the logo. Focus on my face. What a day today. What a day today. Look, folks, I don't know what to say, man, other than it's not Conte's fault. It's not Conte's fault. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Same team, different manager. Same results. Although I've seen people in the chat on this and on Twitter today trying to blame Conte for this as well. He's not even here, folks. He's not even here. The delusion is real. The delusion is real. If you're still upset about what Conte said, I can't help you, my friends. I can't help you. Like what do you want me to say? You know, I don't know what you want me to say. What do we say? One at Goodison Park. First half, bleh. Second half, even worse. Front three were pretty much all anonymous. Didn't really get involved much at all. Midfield, Oliver Skip. Not looking very good. But hey, you know, I hate to be the one to say I told you so once again, but it is what it is. So I got my Italian job gear on tonight. You know, we button that bottom button there. It makes it a little bit leaner, lighter. For the Italian job, I'll take on the job. Give it to me. I'm ready to go. Let's look at the comments. We got Colin in the house. Absolute disappointment. Stellini is obviously safeguarding his future role. See, that's what I'm talking about. People blaming Conte for today. Colin, my buddy, you're silly. 5, I don't know who you are. Another one. Blaming Conte. All right, see? So expecting Stellini was Conte's number 2. Changed in a few days. If we would have gotten a different manager completely, you guys wouldn't be blaming Conte, would you? Look, man. People need some logic lessons. Can't wait to see the meltdown. I don't know if there's going to be a meltdown. The link is pinned to the top of the chat if you want to come on and have your say. I know a lot of people have been streaming today. We do have a few guests sitting in the back. If you do want to join, just click that link here, whether you're watching on WillStewartTHFCRants or you're watching over on Tottenham Away, our new home for THFC Rant shows. That one right there. Right? Little changes. I brought my watch collection and my sunglass collection as well. So, I got a lot of sunglasses. I like sunglasses if you haven't figured out. People always ask me, Will, where's the sun? Why are you wearing sunglasses? Because these lights, I don't know if people know, but like my studio is, dark. There's no actual lights on besides the one that's in front of me, right? Well, I mean, I guess the ones in the back, but it's bright. See that in my glasses? 1, 2, 3 lights right in my face all night long. It hurts my eyes. It gives me a headache. Leave me alone. Plus I look good. look good with my sunglasses on. So, all right. We are the Infernal Universe. Hand pink waving. Okay, sure. Welcome to the show. Lynn in the house. Good evening, folks. Good evening to yourself. Step up Spurs. Big up. Classic title on Brilliant Choice Contest pick. Yeah, I had to find one with him laughing because that's probably what he's doing tonight. Is laughing. He's laughing. He's laughing at all of you out there who blamed him. Conte out! Get out of my club. He's laughing at you tonight. Laughing at you. Laughing at you. Jay Park in the house. Big up, Jay. How's it going? How's it going? We got Lee D here. And as well, mentality issue big time. 100%, my man. 100% mentality. We got Alpesh here. Big up, Alpesh. Good morning. That's right, Will. Will's here. We got Ron in the house. Will looks like a killer today, but thank you. That's why I'm here. I'm the assassin. Here to assassinate some Levy guys. I don't know what's going on with De La Spurs and that. I can't really see what's going on back there, buddy. You're in the dark. There he is. Okay. Just I wanted to make sure there's no wieners hanging out back there. All right. We got Steve. Big up, Steve. What's going on, Steve? If you want to join the show, the link's pinned to the top of the chat. I don't know if I pinned it. Let me see if I pinned it over here. I think I pinned. Yeah, I pinned it. It's pinned to the top. Am I drunk? No, I'm not drunk. I don't drink a lot. Only when I'm out around on rare occasions, but I'm not a big drinker. Big up, Will, mate. Up the minerals. Let's have it right. Conte outers in the woods. They're hiding right now in the woods. That's for sure. They've built themselves tree houses and they're hiding right now. They're definitely in the woods tonight. Who else we got? We got Taku in the house. Is Lucas Moore sane? I think he's sane. Ajumotin, thank you. Appreciate it. Who else we got in here? We got Enigma 27. Big up, big up, big up. And then we got Chat Sport here. At this point, Spurs could go without a manager. That's. I keep trying to tell people it doesn't matter who we sign as our manager. The results are going to be the same. But look, I've been out of town for the last couple weeks. Every time I was out of town when Conte got the sack, so I missed a lot of the fun stream. But it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Gonna be a little bit of changes to the format of tonight's show, not in how we run the show, but just how you're watching it, the look of it at home. You know me, I like to mess around with tech, so we're gonna try to do some of that. Seat of the fourth, big up, man. Can we protest to get the club dissolved? I don't know about dissolved, man. All we need to do is just get that Levy guy out of here, right? And get a new person in. Give us a couple years to find our feet again, and we'll be just fine. Be just fine. Big up, Jason's in the house as well. Heard we signed a guy named Danjuma. Is he any good? Obviously not. Obviously not. Where did I buy the cases behind you? You can get these cases on Amazon, and different places like that. They're kind of like a leather on the outside. You know, they got some locks. For people that want to see, it's a good deal. I like watches. I like sunglasses. I like men's fragrances. I like the drip. I'm a little bit drippy. Gotta have a little bit of drip. There you go. See, Keeks saying looking drippy tonight. Thank you. Drip. Gotta have a little bit of drip. Everybody needs a little bit of drip. Alex is in the house as well. Looking good. Thank you very much, my man. How much? It depends. There's different prices. I want to say around $100, man. I think it was about $100 for this one. This one also has a drawer down here that you can hold like some belts or some tools or some whatever. This one here holds, how many does this hold? 12 different pairs of sunglasses in this one here. 6 in the top, 6 in the drawer. Yeah, good stuff. I think there's cheaper ones, but you pay for what you get for, especially with that kind of stuff. So the ones I got are around $100, I think. $120. Not super expensive, but not cheap either. There's some that I think are 40, 50 bucks. But we got Bryce in the house. Somerset's in the house. Lynn again. Big up, Lynn. But yeah. Let's start to bring in some of the guests here tonight. So we'll bring this one down. And we'll bring this one up. This is a new song for you. I put your name on it. I've repurposed, recycled. All the way from Malaysia. He's stepping it up tonight. Stepping it up. Stepping it up. We're stepping up Spurs. Everybody in the comments, show your love for Elias.
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. What are you doing tonight?
It's early morning here, not night here. So yeah, but I had a really bad experience with this Everton game. I was sick first of all, and then I took painkillers just to watch that game at 3 a.m. at night. And then I also took leave this morning because I knew that if I watch the game at night, I cannot make it to the work next day. And they give this shit. I'm so disappointed with this club, seriously, at this point.
Are you surprised anymore? We got another.
Of course, I'm not surprised, but we try to go through that pain, right?
Yeah, that's true. We do got another guest sitting in the back, ready to come in. You know him, you love him. It looks like he's driving. Hope he doesn't get in a car wreck. Everybody, show your love. The De La Spurs is in the house. What's up, fella? What's going on, man? We can't hear you, brother. We can't hear you. You're muted. Unmute yourself. There you go.
I was muted, man. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Good.
What are your thoughts on the game tonight?
Man, another disappointing performance. I don't know what I can really say. It feels like it can only be Tottenham at this point. It's only Tottenham that a team can have a game like that. You end up 1-1 after going up 1-0 against 10 men. It's just it's just Tottenham. But yeah, disappointing night, man. I'm disappointed. There's big points on the board, and we just kind of dropped it against a relegation team. It just feels like, now it is the business end of the season, but it's just now you would just think every point matters. And you could tell that when it came down to it at the end of the night, Everton wanted it more. They needed their point more, even though they didn't get 3. They were taking the 1. They'll take the 1. So, their fans aren't disappointed with tonight. I think our fans are majorly disappointed with tonight. And it was a big opportunity to try to, create some space for ourselves in the top 4, try to make, more of a cushion. But we kind of blew it. So now every game we're going to have to be looking over our shoulders, looking behind us to see who's going to be coming up next. And it's not going to be fun. We keep bottling these games and dropping points. It's not going to be fun.
Yeah, we could have gone third today. We could have gone third. Did pop back in the top 4 today on goal differential, but the other two teams got 2 games in hand. It would have been nice to have that 52. It's the second week in a row, dude. We could actually be now. If we had won last week and won this week, we could be 5 points clear, bro. 5 points clear with them having 2 games in hand. That would be a lot more comfortable position, but we bottle it.
We don't like comfortable positions, Will.
I know.
We like to put pressure on ourselves, I guess.
Like to put pressure on ourselves, that's for sure. But we got 67 people watching on all platforms, so make sure you do hit that like button on there. Share the video out if you want to. Let people know that we are live, and all of that good stuff. So, it's always fun to do these shows. The more the merrier. So everybody, come on in, click that link, join the show if you want to join the show. But first of all, we've had a lot of talk and stuff about managers and different things. But I expected that if Conte was the issue, if there was a little bit of a thing in the dressing room, that we should have expected to see a little bit of a drop, or a little bit of a manager bounce, right? Something, just, no more stress. If there was anxiety, to me, I thought we looked more nervous, more shaky, not more confident, not more free. So was it a good thing that we sacked Conte last week, or are we seeing that another mistake by Mr. Levy?
I mean, when it comes down to, I guess, like having a structure for the players to I guess, at least try to play in, I think I would rather have Conte until the end of the season. I would rather want him to stay for him to go, because now, like you said, the players look nervous. I don't want to say it doesn't look like they know what they're doing out there, but I mean, when it comes down to, like, the small moments where you can make a difference, now it feels like we're going to have to rely on the players a whole lot more rather than Conte's instruction. And I don't know about you guys, but me, I've already lost trust in the players. They've shown to me time and time again that they can mess up and make mistakes and fail in the crucial moments. So, I mean, I don't really have that much trust in the players to have that mentality to, I mean, like this game, you go up 1-0 and you shut down shop. Get the ball out, keep it away from the goal.
Breaking up on us, my man. You lost your signal there for a minute on the road there. Elias, what do you think, man? Do you think it was a good idea to sack Conte? Are we seeing?
Of course not a good idea. Of course not a good idea. Like, when you are at the business end of the season and you have not secured anything, or you don't have like a good position in the top four as well, and top four can go to anybody as well. Even if, let's just say, Daniel Levy wants that top four. I mean, we all don't care, but we know that Daniel Levy cares about the top four. If he wanted the top four and he wants to go ahead, it's such a bad timing to sack Conte. Like, you don't have much options available. Even back then when he sacked Conte, he didn't have Nagelsmann available. He didn't have Potter. He didn't have Rodgers available. He didn't have many options available in the market as well. Like, by luck, he has some bang average options available now in the market. The only thing I think that could have gone in our way was Poch coming back. But even that's not happening now. So it's such a bad timing to sack a manager at the business end of the season.
I mean, what did they think that they were going to get out of that? Like, what's the point of appointing Stellini for the rest of the season if we're just going to play the exact same way that Conte played? Obviously, then at least for the board, for Levy and those guys, it wasn't, it wasn't the system or the tactics or even the performances, because otherwise, when you appointing Stellini, who's been with Antonio Conte for years and years, you're going to get basically the same thing, just a different guy doing it, right? So was it just simply spite for what he said in that press conference? Because right now he's right, even more right.
I'm not so sure, but there are a lot of speculations about, and there are a lot of rumors going about that actually the players threw him under the bus to a certain extent. Certain names especially have come up, like Eric Dyer is one of them, Richarlison is one of them. They went to Daniel Levy and cried and moaned about it. So if that happened, I guess then this move is purely to keep the players, please the players. That's what Daniel Levy does the best. He has kept all these players for like 7-8 years now, hanging around just because they don't ask for a pay rise. They are the best kind of people who Daniel Levy can have around right now in the club, because they don't ask for more money. They don't ask for a pay rise every single year. And they're just sticking around and doing the job in a way for the sake of doing it. So to please them, I guess maybe he did that, because players have a good relationship with Mason and maybe Stellini as well. So I don't know about it.
No, but like all of these, conspiracy theories that have been going on this season about who's telling the players to sit back, who's, they're doing it themselves. Right? You could see Stellini and Mason just going absolutely nutso on the sideline, trying to tell them to push forward, and they didn't. They're just scared. Right? They are they lack the mentality to get things done. And they're sitting around there playing around in the back, right? Trying to be overconfident, doing this in little tippy tappies in the back line, right? When you're 1-0 up with minutes to go. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, it doesn't
Just
make sense.
clear the ball. You know?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Like, even the basics of football tactics, people know that yes, that's not the right thing to do when you are just 1-0 up and you are trying to just pass like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. But these guys just. And then that Mora red card also didn't make sense to me. Like, you know that when you are away and the ref has given the home team a red card, they always tend to do something to compensate for that red card. Like, either they would give a yellow or either they would do exactly the same thing. And that's exactly what the ref did. He had to please the home fans in a certain way as well by giving that red card, and Lucas Moura gave him the exact opportunity. I didn't understand that one as well. Like, it was a red card definitely, but why would you do that? Like, come on, mate, you just got a few minutes to pass by. Why would you do that?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things, a lot of fouls that should, Sanchez's foul that, they're giving him opportunities. Like, look, man, you just bring the ball up the pitch. You get it up the pitch as fast as you can. Why are we playing around with it in our defensive third? I don't get it. What's the point? Like, what is the point?
I don't understand why Sanchez was brought on at the first place. When you are 1-0 up and you need to keep the possession, you keep the players who are good at keeping the possession. Although Langley is bad, he has his defensive issues. He's good at keeping the ball at least. He's good at making his passes, and his passing accuracy is somehow better than Sanchez. Whereas Sanchez is just draws. Like, his passes don't even make sense to me. Like, when he does it, and he did the exact same things, like giving away the possession, and that's where I think when Sanchez came on, I was on Dan's stream. I told Dan, I think we're gonna bottle it, and we did.
Yeah, look, I think the only reason why that they brought on Sanchez because the long lay was on a yellow card and the referee was just absolutely, just throwing cards around like they were candy, right? Because the long lay one, I mean, I guess maybe he's kind of falling down, grabs the guy's shirt, right? But then he goes and gives a yellow card to Romero for just stepping on the tip of a guy's toe.
Yep.
Right, like that happens that happens at least 30 times a game and he gets a yellow card for it. You know what I mean? Like, Harry Kane deserved a yellow card for knocking that guy down, but
because
I mean the referee, you had I can't remember which play it was. I think it might have been to Son or something like that. On the left-hand side, they called it offside and he wasn't. He was a good 5 or 6 yards onside, or maybe it was Harry Kane, I can't remember.
It was
yeah, I mean, the referee today was just horrible. But Liam, if you want to come on, man, the link should be pinned to the top of the chat, regardless of the channel that you're watching it on, or the whatever you're watching on there. So go ahead and click that link. Come on in. All I ask is that you flash a cam in the background, so at least I know you have your pants on. And then we'll bring you on. You don't have to keep the cam on. We don't need anybody dropping trow and showing their, tiggly wigglies on stream. So, going on for about a half hour now. We got 62 people watching the show. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share it with your friends. If anybody else wants to jump on the show, the link is pinned to the top. I mean, what are we going to say about, the first half? What did you think about the first half, either of you? If De La Spurs has signal or Elias wants to jump in first. It looks like he's kind of froze up there again. So, first half, what did you think?
I think we were lucky in the first half that we didn't concede 2 goals because the amount of shots they had on target and the way they were playing, we looked shaky and we looked nervous. I was surprised that we went through the first half without conceding a goal, and again, then I think that we were bad in the first half, in my opinion. Like, we didn't look good. We were nervous, as you pointed out, and we were making mistakes. We were conceding possession as well, giving away the balls easily. So I didn't like the first half in my.
What'd you think, Dale Spurs? You got you might want to keep your cam off if you got low on signal. It just kind of helps.
Yeah, I'm back at my place now, so I should have better Wi-Fi. But yeah, I mean, the first half, I mean, I think we had our opportunities to score. I remember it. I remember the first opening 10 minutes. There was a run by Skip, and Son was wide open on his left, and he just couldn't look up in time to give him the ball. It would have been like probably a good opportunity to score. But I mean, I think we created our chances, but we just didn't capitalize on them. And you know, going into the half 0-0, it's just you felt that there had to be a bigger push in the second, and you have to be hopeful that would happen. So.
Yeah, look, first half for me, I thought it was kind of even. I'd say the first 15, 20 minutes, we pretty much controlled the game for the most part. You know, then they kind of went on their little run there towards the end of the half. We kind of maybe had a few more chances just right there before halftime. So, you know, I thought, hey, man, we could probably get something out of this game. And then the second half, it just didn't start good at all, man. Like, normally you've seen us under Conte, like, we would play like that in the first half and then come out in the second half and you would at least see a little bit more, right? Like, we'd be doing a little bit more. There were some changes or adjustments made. I thought we went backwards in the second half. Like, if it wasn't for that, you know, red card, you know, we were under pressure by Everton. You know.
Yeah, we were constantly trying to play out the back, and I think we kind of played into their hands a little bit because they started to press. They realized that we weren't going to go long. We weren't really trying to put the ball behind unless we like got out of our half. So I think they just started to press, and there's some moments where it was looking really nervy. So, but I mean, we got the goal, of course, the red card and everything, so things were in our favor. But yeah. The tale of Tottenham is the story of Tottenham. Again, just complete capitulation.
Yeah.
That's what we do, man. We're the kings of it. Kings of capitulation.
Well, I don't think that we were trying to really play at the back, but we lost possession in the middle of the park quite a few times in the second half, second tier of the first half, and that could have really costed us. And that's what we did again towards the end of the game as well, where we conceded that goal. In the middle of the park, you lost the ball.
Yeah, but the last 20 minutes, they were just passing the ball around the back and then giving it away, and before they even hit the midfield. Of course, we were trying to play it out of the back. Multiple times. Like Dyer lost the ball 2 or 3 times. You know, they were definitely trying to play it out of the back. That was the problem. And they continued to press us because they knew that we were just going to sit there and try to play it out of the back. You know?
Yeah.
You would think with the players like Kane and Son that first you want to get that ball up to Kane and get it up to his feet. Now, I do understand playing it out of the back. It may be a little bit easier, but at some points you just have to go long. Hopefully someone can get a touch and just push it forward and just, you know,
in the last 10 to 15 minutes of the game and you're up 1-0, you just clear your lines.
Exactly.
Right, like just clear your lines. Kick the ball up there and hope that Son and Kane gets on it, right? You know, I'm not saying that you got to just play, you know, but you don't need to be dancing around the backfield, right? Get the midfield up. Get the, you know, wing backs up higher. Clear your lines, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel about, I know we mentioned the midfield, but how do you feel about that midfield battle? We had Decore, Onana. I felt like they had three in the midfield. I don't have the formation pulled
Yeah,
up,
they played.
I
think they played a 4-5-1. Is what they were playing, and then yes, I mean they had a lot of numbers crammed into that midfield.
How do you feel about Højbjerg and just Skip?
I think Højbjerg had a decent game today. There's a couple times when he gave the ball away frivolously, but Skip for me, I thought he had a mare of a game, dude. Couldn't hardly connect a pass today. Like I haven't looked at the stats yet. He had to have given the ball away Just a ton of time.
Skip is it? Skip is it?
Yeah. But I mean, we'll pull him up and bring him up here in a minute. But you know, just where do we go from here? You know, I don't know where we go from here. But we got another guest to bring into the show. I don't know why this guy's still awake, but he's been streaming all day. You know him, you love him. The Pied Piper himself. Everybody in the comments, show your love for Stelios is in the house. Big up, Stelios. What's going on, dude? Why are you still awake? Your mic is really hot.
What's that noise?
It's you.
My mic?
Yeah, it's like really like super hot. Like it's really popping. You're dropping it like it's hot. And there's some background noise too. We can hear you in the background. You got a window open, YouTube window or something.
Sort it out. I got it. I had YouTube open. Sorry.
There you go.
Sorry, man. I had YouTube open.
What are your thoughts on the game, though, my man?
Listen, I'm Conte out. Get him out of the club. Get Conte out of this club. This guy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait. He went last week.
That's right. He's already out. But before you get going, let's bring in the next guy. He's got a song now for himself. The only Arsenal fan I like to talk to. Minerals FC's in the house. Everybody show your love. He froze. He's back. What's going on, man?
Hey, man.
I'm back, man. Big up, lads, man. Up the Minerals, up with Minerals FC. Let's have it right. Like the Conte outers are in the woods, you know what I mean? Nothing will change. It's the same players. All those agenda merchants are in the mud. They're mudded. Simple as. And they refuse to listen to people like Stel and you. So they reap the consequences of those absolute wrongs, aren't they?
Oh, 100%. I mean, they've got to be... when they saw the lineup and there's still three at the back, and then they watched the game and there was nothing different, right? And then, you know, same players, different manager, especially because all of them were bigging up Stellini when Conte was out sick. Yeah, Stellini's great.
Exactly.
And then when they lost, is blaming Conte. He's getting his information from Conte, but now he's not getting any information from Conte, and nothing changed.
Exactly. Those lot are in the mud. They don't know what they want. And as I said, this is my proverbs from the Minerals FC. You guys have the club you deserve. That's him. That's it. Because they allow this to happen. You know what I mean?
It's true. They did. They not only allowed it, they endorsed it. They asked for it. That's the worst part. They asked for it.
They're all on the payroll, those brand envelopes, aren't they?
I don't know who they're getting money from, but it's hey, look, you can't be this wrong all the time and then make fun of me because of my accent and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. When we all called it, Stel called it, I called it.
Yeah, you did, but I have to call you twos out a bit. I found at the beginning of the season, you guys were doing wrong in behavior, dismissing Arsenal and stuff like that.
Oh, come on now. Nobody, not even Arsenal fans were big enough Arsenal at the beginning of the season, right?
Oh.
Come on now.
Still, you are running your mouth about Arsenal. Now look, isn't karma a bitch, is it?
Still bigged you up last year.
I said Arsenal will get top 4 last year because you're better than Tottenham. And I ended up wearing an Arsenal shirt because you bottled it. But I said all along, I can see what Arsenal are doing, and I can see them. But I called it. I never thought you'd be top of the league, but I knew you were better than Tottenham. 100%.
Yeah, fairs, man. You're not wishy-washy like those wrong-uns.
No,
Look, I got nothing
I
but
can't-
abuse when Spurs didn't get top.
I can't
when Spurs
stand
got
being
top,
wishy-washy
actually, I got
because
roasted.
every day, Minerals, when I go on to Henry's show, right? People, because of my predictions in the summer, mind you, right? Arsenal's Arsenal this? Is Arsenal still that? Or Spurs still going to get 86 points? Look, I had no idea that Hugo Lloris was going to disappear this season and cost us 5 games. I had no idea that Son Heung-min was only going to score 6 goals this season, right? Nobody could have predicted. Nobody. There's nobody in the world could have predicted what happened to Tottenham this season in the summer. But I haven't changed my opinion, right? I still think Arsenal are punching above their weight. I still do. I still think it.
Spurs, but didn't you say that we're in your rearview mirror?
Yeah, probably at the summertime we were on that because I thought, look, where we played the end of last season under Conte, I figured if we bought 5 or 6 players that improved our squad, which we did, that we should push forward and improve our points total, not get worse by signing 5 or 6 new players. Right? I didn't think that the players that we signed would make us worse. But I was wrong. I was wrong on that. It did make us worse.
For that one, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got a little mud on my face, but just a little bit on the forehead isn't the same as having, being caked in it.
Bro. You're a long way from Starbucks when you made those predictions.
Yeah, I was a long way from Starbucks. That's true. I'm not a big fan of Starbucks. I prefer to drip my own coffee. But we got another guest. That's not the right one. He'll get mad at me if I play that one. Got to play the right one. You know if you love him, the deluded man himself, Canada's #1 Harry Kane fan. You gotta love him. Everybody in the comments, show your love for Dietrich's Kane.
What's up, guys? How's everyone doing?
We're doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Just eating at the moment. Couldn't give a shit about Spurs.
Aren't you doing Ramadan?
Sorry?
Isn't it Ramadan right now for you?
No, it's 9/11, so I'm done fasting for today. I'm not gonna swear today. I'm gonna stay put, calm.
He's done fasting for the day, so he's filling his face before he has to start fasting again.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying the tears of every idiot that said Conte out.
Well, why are we down here in this little tiny box?
It's the new format, bro.
That's the new format, my friend.
I can't see everyone.
I can see everyone just fine. You need a bigger monitor.
Well, you have to look down on us like that.
Man, the brand envelope. I've made you stuck in the Matrix, mate. That's it.
That's right. This is the Will Stewart show. So if somebody goes on a rant, I just do this. Boom. Now you're up there.
Now you're up there still.
But I want to see everyone when they talk. I want to see their facial,
You can see. You can't see. I'm wearing sunglasses and I can see.
Still, man.
You need some glasses. But we got another guest, another guy with the wrong accent. Everybody in the comments, show your love to TJ Warren's in the house.
Oh, big up, Will.
Big up, TJ.
Big up this incredible panel. Big up my boy, Minerals FC, my brother in arms. Big up, Stel. Big up, Taylor Spurs.
We see things they'll never see. You know what I mean? We see things they'll never see, mate. You know what I mean?
I don't know about all that, my friend, but
and Minerals,
I think I have
this
this somewhere also.
But why are you guys here? I don't understand. You just want to piss me off or what? 2 Arsenal in my left and right?
I agree with everything that you're saying, and I just really like Will as a content creator, and I want to support my fellow Americans in their pursuit of riches and fame via Tottenham Hotspur YouTube. So that's why I'm here,
big up. But you're so lucky you're supporting Arsenal.
I wasn't lucky 18 months ago, Dietrich.
Yeah, you were.
You won't.
Look at us. But
I
we
was
can't even
luckier
beat
than you were. I
Everton.
was lucky. I know. Well, we couldn't beat Everton away either this season. Gotta
Yeah,
look at it that way too.
Mm.
Yeah, at least you're first. Look at us. I'm watching Son, Kulu, Kane every week playing like shit.
Yeah, I know.
I know, bro. It's the karma, bro. You know what I mean?
It's tough.
Like, the brown envelopes took your season away, man. And
Imagine watching Dyer. Imagine watching Dyer week in, week out. You can't even take 2 weeks break.
Virgil van Dijk, mate. That's why your fans call him.
But whoever called him that, I swear to God,
That was Expressions. He's another one. He's another wrong one.
I don't know if Expressions is a wrong, and I just think that he
No,
expects more
that-
from his club.
No. Expressions is an idiot. I'm gonna call it right now. This guy's a fucking idiot. He's the first to call a Conte, but now cries about Stellini. No, Expressions, you're an
Did
idiot. Go
anybody
back to-
actually expect Stellini to come in and do a job? Like,
Yeah,
come on.
ask-
If you did,
ask anyone.
you're a, as my boy Minerals would say, you are a wrungin.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrong-ins though. That's the problem
Yeah,
in our fan
that's true.
base. We have a lot of wrong-ins in our fan base. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Our fan base is full of flip-flop pussies, and it's full of fans that talk so much hype and have no substance. Talk is cheap, action is substance. And most of our fans behave cheap, no substance. I'm slamming so many people, and I'm getting it. I'm getting it from people from all angles now. You shouldn't say this. You shouldn't say that. You're wrong to do this. Well, you know what? I've got your attention, motherfuckers. I have got your attention. You are all talking about fans being blamed. Good. That's what I want. I wanted you all to talk about Levy, and I wanted you all to talk about the fans being a problem. Because the more you talk about that, the more people are going to get angry, frustrated, and that's what they're going to focus their energy on. The fan base needs to wake up. And no one's going to give them a kick up the arse. No one's going to wake them up, so I'll do it because I don't care. I've got nothing to lose. Nothing. I don't need YouTube money. I don't need YouTube channel. I don't need respect from Spurs.
You don't need a brown envelope.
I don't need anything in return. All I want is to get rid of this chairman. He is the problem. He has always been the problem, and he will always be the problem. As long as Daniel Levy is sitting in his position, this shit is going to happen. He could have got rid of Conte and brought in Nagelsmann, brought in Poch. He chose to put in Conte's wingman and a rookie that let him down 2 years ago when he sacked Jose. You've put the dream team. We are worse than what Conte
Exactly.
was. Tonight, the second half performance after we scored was one of the worst game management
But
of
still,
any Spurs team I've ever. It was shocking, man.
Exactly.
Shocking. And they wanted Conte out. They wanted Poch out. They wanted Nuno out. They wanted Jose out. You know what? When Kane goes out, you're going to have nothing left.
And
Nothing.
they wanted Willet's boss out as well.
No. I
Nothing.
look at those idiots. I was hearing on Twitter when we scored the first goal, and Everton still didn't score. The fans started saying he's magic, and then they scored. Everton.
Yeah,
They're
This is
Michael-
our
fans.
fan base.
They're the same fans who wanted him out 5 years ago. I was sitting with them. They were all booing him. They're the same fans that wanted him out.
They're
They're
wishy-washy. They're wishy-washy.
flip-flop.
Use wishy-washy, man.
And then they say to me, you can't separate the two. The two are interconnected, dumbass. The two go hand in hand. You can't separate managers and chairman. The chairman hires the manager. What are you talking about? You know, who put Mason and Stellini in charge? Do you know people tonight were saying, this is Conte's fault. This is Conte ball. They've been coached by Conte. Are you telling me Mason and Stellini are incapable of saying we're going to play a back four? We're going to play three in the middle. We're going to drop this player. We're going to drop. They're incapable of doing that. If
But
so,
they're still blaming Conte today. That's the
still
funny
blaming
part.
Conte, is my point. It's
Even
insane.
even the substitution were exactly Conte's substitution. The same thing, and people.
Exactly.
Or maybe they were the ones making those substitutions all along, right?
Exactly.
You know what
For me, I would have bought on a midfielder because that goal came because you were open in the midfield, and the game management was poor. You should have bought on Pape Matessa, you know what I mean, to help out Højbjerg and to mop up
Oh,
everything.
Minerals. The midfield did not make the mistake. It was the defense playing out the back with those idiots. Donkey
Minerals. We brought on Pape Sarr against Southampton and he gave away a penalty, right?
Yeah,
so
it
for me,
change.
it doesn't matter who you bring on. Pape Sarr is a kid, and we're saying to him, save the club. It's not going to happen. He'll have some good games for us, but he'll have some bad games. He's learning the trade. Oliver Skip tonight and Højbjerg lost control of that midfield.
No,
Why?
Højbjerg.
Because Højbjerg's playing every single game because every other player, senior player, is injured. And Skip, bless him, he's not a bad player, but he can't carry this club. Midfield is the most important part of any team. If Arsenal lose Thomas Partey, you're fucked. Man United lose Casemiro. They're fucked.
Look at them.
You can't lose your midfield. We've lost our midfield. We've lost.
Exactly.
No, but at least they have what's his name, the new guy from Chelsea, Arsenal.
Jorginho.
At least they have capable backups. Who do we have?
Exactly.
You tell me the only two midfielders.
That depends on what you define as capable.
No, but
we had two goalkeepers on the bench tonight. Why?
We had 3 academy players. 3. They never played 1 minute of Premier League football in their life.
We had 3 goalkeepers on the bench because we didn't have anybody else to put on the bench.
But still,
Just to make the bench look nice.
Yeah, the bench was weak, but I get that. But for me, it's the midfield because you don't let a centre back score from outside the box like that. The way he glided past them. At least you do a tactical foul in there. As me, who knows the game, you at the DM would have been there to have like fouled him or even closed down.
We did a tactical foul, Minerals. We did a tactical foul. That's why we had to take off Longley because he's on a yellow getting rinsed. He tried to pull down a player. He took a tactical foul. He got the foul wrong as well because Iwobi still went past him. Right? That's why he brought in Sanchez because we were risking getting a defender sent off. And Romero was in a yellow. So he did the tactical change. But the problem is, the only option is Tanganga or Sanchez. Donut or donut? He brought in a donut.
But come on, you
hold on for a sec. I got to bring in the next guest. 오늘 team. 오늘 경기 못 있겠지만 윌님이랑 우리 패널은 일부입니다. Best. I love you. Big up, Goguma. You are the best. Right? 오늘 팀 오늘 경기 못 있겠지만 윌님이랑 우리 패널은 일부입니다. Best. I love you. Love you too. We got another guest in the back though. Another guy with the wrong accent. Let's bring him into the show. Jason Reed. Although his is better than mine. He's closer than I am.
What's up, guys? How's everyone doing?
Big up.
What's going on, man?
Well, I don't even know what to say about that game. That game was it just looked bad as it progressed. The first half was okay, but the second half, especially after how do we look worse when they go down to 10 men? Riddle me that.
Because we are hopeless.
We looked worse when we went to 10 men.
Exactly.
I mean, the half started off shaky because Eric Dyer was very shaky with the ball in the back line. He gave the ball away. He left. He almost hung Skip out to dry. Longley was looking shaky. They all looked shaky in the back. We got fortunate even being up 1-0, and then we get the red card. They get the red card. You're thinking, okay, we're a man up. We should be able to go for the second, and it completely fell apart after that. It was just. I've never seen a team with 10 men just press. They just pressed us with 10 men. 10 men on actually 9 men. They just pressed us, and we couldn't know what to do with the ball. People weren't showing. There were players hiding. I saw the various players were hiding, and then that last.
But wait. Conte hasn't coached them properly. These players haven't been coached properly. It's the coaching.
They
don't know how to take a first touch under pressure because they haven't been coached. They don't know how to check their shoulder when they turn because they haven't been coached, bro. It's the coaching, man. It's the coaching.
Man. Still, come on. Let's remember now.
You're being
Mora.
sarcastic.
Remember NS Mora? I know, but I'm saying remember NS Mora? That was the coach too. That was Mourinho, right? NS
This is
Mora,
the
too.
shit I've been hearing for
No, it
5,
was
6
it was
years.
no
It's the
No, it was
coaching.
Zagreb.
No,
It's the
no.
coaching.
It was against Mora? Or
Mora,
which-
that was
Another manager can get more out of the players.
Zagreb, Dynamo
That
Zagreb.
was the
Zagreb as well, blood. Even Everton 5-4. Don't forget.
yeah,
Yeah,
the FA Cup.
Everton in the FA Cup. Yeah, it's the coach, right? It's the coach.
Mourinho and Norwich.
Bring on
FA Cup.
Danjuma. Danjuma's the reason we lost. If you brought on
Danjuma's the
we would've-
answer.
Do you know?
United, Nottingham Forest.
No, to that point though, I was baffled, like why he put on Mora. I don't know. The minute he brought on Mora, I was like, this is literally the same exact goddamn substitutions Conte would make, and I'm not surprised because it's Stellini, it's his guy. But I don't know what anybody else expected. I really don't know what anybody else expected.
Nobody expected anything though. That's the thing.
Imagine Murad has 3 games banned. He still doesn't play Danjuma. That would be hilarious.
I said that.
Everyone said, now that Conte's
Yes.
gone, the shackles are off. They're
Nope.
going to be more fluid. Son's going to be free. This team is freed.
Nope.
Bullshit.
Free at last.
I think Will, you said that. If I'm not mistaken, I think you said that. That
Who
Son
said
would
that?
be free. No, you. You said Son might be free now. The players might be free.
Oh, you mean my sarcastic comment of us winning 3-0 on Henry's show? Okay,
Yeah.
I did.
But Will, like, do you think Conte was playing Sonny out wide too much?
Did
Basically,
you see
like
his?
a left
Did you
back.
see his base position today? Dietrich was kind enough to post it in the WillStewartTHFCRants group. He was deeper than Oliver Skip was for most of the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
We got another guy in the back here. Looks like he just woke up or something. I don't know, but he's here. You guys know him, you love him. The man of the hour, the man himself, Mari from that Spurs channel, and now Tottenham away. He's got a little drip going on, showing the chest.
Oh, Mari, you know.
Looking like he just came off the set of Creed 3. What's going on, Mari?
Right on 50, yeah?
Get late night workout and just work out some of the stress of work and stress of Spurs. Man, I'm not even mad. I today I just laughed, man. I just laughed at this team, these players, man. It's just, it's the same old story with these guys. Can't hold a lead, but it's Conte's fault. It's Conte's fault. But it's but you know what? Little by little, people are starting to figure it out, man. One person who has been breaking down, who is like, staunch Libyan, just broke down, and I was gonna pull up what he put up today, if I can find it. Gosh, it was a good quote, and it was basically the conceding. It's Levy's fault, and so as bad as it is, the good thing is little by little, people who were staunch Enoch and Levy, it's dwindling. It's dwindling. You still have those who will hold off to the. I don't know when is their breaking point, but there's a lot of people who are getting their breaking point, and so this team and basically the person just blamed it's the players, and I'm like, yes, stupid. That's what we've been saying the whole time. It's these stupid pussyclot players who have continued to fail this team time and time again. And
We're losing your connection, my man. We're losing your
Mari,
connection.
man. The brown envelopes took his internet.
The The brown envelopes took your internet, Mari, for a second. We lost the last half of your rant, but not the last half, just the last 5 seconds.
You
But-
saw about Levy. Levy's internet.
Yeah, I know, but no, man, it's just that these players, man. You know, a 10-man Everton. You know, you think, all right, we could neutralize I mean not neutralize, but end it here, kill it off, and something in the back of my mind was saying, you know what, Everton's gonna find a way to equalize. This is before Lucas Moura, which I don't even know where to begin with that. I had a sense that they were going to equalize, and I actually thought they were going to win. I had a sense, Everton's going to pull it out. They're going to pull it out. It almost did. I don't know if you guys mentioned the one save that Lloris had to make, and it almost went into the net. It went over. So it's comical. All I could do was just laugh, and really, where do we go? Where do we go from here? That's the $1 million question. Where do we go?
We carry on, Murray. We carry on.
Down, baby.
Europa Conference League, baby. Europa Conference League. That's what we're
no,
going.
Spurs are too good for the Europa Conference League. Remember?
Europa Conference
They're
League.
too good for it. It's a joke trophy. It's a Mickey Mouse trophy.
They were too good. FA Cup,
It
League
is.
Cup,
Spurs can't get out the
Conference
group.
League.
Spurs
What-
can't get
what,
out the group of
Dietrich's?
Europa.
What?
But hey, look, I can't remember the last time we didn't at least have some kind of European football. It's not like Arsenal can just look back to last year, right? Like,
Yeah, I know. You got me there. Dietrich, what are you gonna say?
Yeah.
No, I said Spurs fans think we're better than the League Cup, FA Cup, and the Conference League.
Some Arsenal fans think that too.
I mean,
That
some of our
that
punks.
mentality is absolutely ridiculous to me,
It's
especially when
absolutely ridiculous.
It's entitlement, and I know you guys haven't talked about this and stuff, but I've been in the chats and stuff like that. One of these shows that we have, and we have to. I'll say this: we have to do this before the end of the season. It is imperative. I know there's a big meeting coming up in a couple of days. It is imperative. Kudos to Chelsea. They did it during the ESL. Kudos to Arsenal, who has done that even before the ESL scandal came up. Kudos to
Lost again. Don't kiss nobody. Don't kiss nobody.
Brown envelope of ball.
Kiss somebody. Anyway,
Can I just say, I hope this summer we sign Clément Langlais and keep.
I'm sorry, guys.
That would
You're
be
good.
the best thing.
I apologize. There has to either be, and I say it's imperative, and we also, I would love to do a show to explain the difference, because people need to understand the difference between a protest, a demonstration, and a march. What pros and cons of all three? Because I know someone mentioned it in regards to like the civil rights movement and stuff like that, and what people don't understand the differences of those things, and in regards to Spurs and what we need to do, like and I know I think I mentioned this in another show when Everton did, and that march would be the perfect start, right? Just a march, right? For those who want to put negative connotations towards protests, all right, let's do a march, big march before the United game. I think the United game is at home. Like our next big home game, it must be Stell. It
Maury,
must
you're
be done.
wasting your.
You're wasting your time
You're
because
wasting
they're
your
not
time.
there. They're not there.
Exactly.
The fan
You're
base
wasting
is
your
not
time.
there. I'm just being. I get where you're coming from. Okay, and even me sitting here on the other side of the pond, I can see it's not there. Because I'll give you an example. Watch Saturday's game. There's going to be 60,000 in that fucking stadium, bro. It's
There
not
always
gonna happen.
people. They always turn up, mate.
They're gonna
You know what I
turn
mean?
up. They're gonna turn up. They're not. This team, the fan base is not that goddamn angry to the point where they'll just be like, do what?
How did
Man
they get
United-
so soft? Like I mean, it's ridiculous. Like it's why?
because and I'll
It
tell you why,
hasn't-
because you have a lot of older fans, right? who have seen the club before Enoch took over, okay, that live in the glory days of the FA Cup wins that we used to have and all of that, and how this team used to be a very dismal mid-table team before Enoch took over. Okay, and then so they're holding on to that. So in some of the context, they look at it and say, well, we're better than what we used to. So now for
I know
us,
I mentioned that before. This is the
Right.
Stockholm disease, where
Right.
it could be worse. We could go back to Alan Sugar. It could be
Right.
worse. You can't live your life. In
I
that
agree
type
with
of
you.
fear.
I agree with
You
you.
just can't, and
I-
it's frustrating. Like I would think this is the ultimate breaking point. Like, dude, we're like
not.
the Titanic. Yes, financially we're making money, but on the field, we are the fucking Titanic right now. We need to a march, right? It's different from a protest, right? Much more peaceful.
If I'm being honest with you, the breaking point should have been when they sacked Mourinho 6 days before a cup final.
Yes.
Can I ask a question and then I gotta go and I'll listen offline. I'll ask one more question and I gotta jet. What is the actual breaking point? I want to hear from Will and Sal. What do you think is the actual realistic breaking point for this fan base that will actually get people into the streets? I would love to hear your opinion on that, and then I gotta drop out. Thanks for having me on.
Kane's son gone, and us finishing like 15th or something.
Yeah.
Stel?
Breaking point.
I think it's relegation.
I think it's got to be back-to-back years of mid-table. I think it's got to be back-to-back years of mid-table.
Which is on its way.
Yeah.
Looks that way.
This
All right.
rate, man.
All right. Will, thanks for having me on, man. I'll jet.
You're
Good
always
seeing
welcome,
everybody.
my man. Even though you're a gooner, you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
It's one of
Yeah,
us.
we can't all be perfect.
Exactly, man. Big up TJ, man. Up the minerals, up the gunners, everything.
Later,
my man.
Later.
As a break, I would have thought the breaking point would have happened a long time ago. But people, the fans, they're just not there. They're just not. They're holding on. They're holding on to the hope, just like Levy is holding on to the hope.
But I think the breaking point is like if we send another like a defensive pragmatic manager. I think that would be I think they care more about like the style of play than
they
winning
care
football.
about good football and having fun. FC, you know what I mean?
I think another thing that's probably the reason why those who haven't hit their breaking point yet is, I think if we were still at Old White Hart Lane, you would have more people complaining because the crowd that went to Old White Hart Lane, to be honest, wasn't, mom, dad, son, and daughter going like with the new stadium. And so people are so enamored by the new stadium, the oohs and the ahs, and the bars and the upcoming strip club that's going to be up there, because it's coming, right? Make money. They're so enamored by the outside fluff, right? That they still like, oh yeah, the football's bad, but the experience is still there because of the stadium. And maybe if it was still Old White Hart Lane, where there was still the hardcore, then you would see more of you see more toxic, you'll see more of Levy out. I think the stadium has a big part to do with it.
Do you all feel that they just need to, at the end of the season, blow it up, like just blow it up and restart? Meaning,
no.
What do you?
No.
Okay, so
No.
when I say blow it up, I mean like get a project manager.
No.
And just look at the fact that Kane is going to be on the other side of 30, same as Son. No.
It just needs to be a
Okay,
plan.
can
It
I
just
ask
needs
you-
to be a plan.
Look at Arsenal. Look at Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
Stan Kroenke, he stepped back and he put Josh Kroenke in charge. And they built a team of Vinay, Edu, Josh, and Arteta.
Yeah, they still blew up the roster.
They
Yeah,
had
but you-
full control. Hear me out. They had full control of all footballing decisions. All footballing decisions. And in the space of 3.5 years, they've restructured the academy, they've rebuilt the team, and on the brink of winning the league title. So in 3.5 years, they replenished a broken club and now on the brink of being the champions without oil money, without financial doping, and without being owned by a nation state. What we need is for Daniel Levy to step out of his position and put in the club, not he. We put in a footballing expert that comes from a background of footballing success. Josh Kroenke comes from that background. His dad won the Super Bowl with the LA Rams, the Colorado Avalanche, and the Colorado, is it Mammoth? Whatever sport they're in. They've all won. Rapids, right? They've all won major honors. So his dad clearly knows how to win at sports clubs. His son has inherited that from his dad. So they've put a sporting man as chairman. The sporting man has built a sporting team, and they have full control. And look at Arsenal now. Spurs needs to do the same. Get rid of Levy, put a sporting charge, let him build the team. No one tells him what to do. No one interferes. And then in 3-4 years' time, we'll be in a much better place. As long as the right people are put in place. And they are given 100% autonomy. No interference. No interference.
I have a question. I have a question for you.
When I hear people about big reset, blow it up, project manager, I'm like, no. Whoa. We've got the stadium. We've got the academy. We've got the first team training facilities. We've got the income. Everything is set up for a short-term rebuild. Short-term. We don't need this big blow it up. Let's build a club for the next 20, 30 years. We're all going to be dead. We're all going to be dead, right?
Exactly.
Maybe not Elias because he's quite young. Tottenham can do it right now. We can do it now, guys. It's within our grasp to do it now. We don't need to do this big reboot.
You say Levy has to step down as chairman. But let's say
he needs to step aside. He needs to step aside. Focus on property, land development, sponsorships.
I thought that's what Paratici was brought in to do. That was Paratici's job to come in.
But that's not another problem.
No, but it wasn't because Paratici didn't have full autonomy over football matters. Levy went and did Jed Spence. Levy got Danjuma. Levy had to go and get the Porro deal done. Levy still interferes. It was Levy that had to sign off on Conte being the manager. Who sacked Conte, Paratici or Levy? Levy. So Paratici does not have the autonomy. That's the problem.
But
Paratici was the wrong guy anyway. He was the wrong guy anyway.
Even if he steps aside, who's gonna give the money to the chairman to make like footballing decisions? Who? Where's the money gonna come from? But even if Levy goes to the business side,
we spent £500 million in 4 years, Dietrich. The money's there. It was misspent. We misspent the money.
But let's say
we bought Ndombele, we bought Lo Celso, we bought Brian Hill, we bought Spence, we bought Danjuma. We misspent the money. Richarlison, what a waste of money.
I know, but the issue is let's say we make the Champions League, we finish top 4, and we have a new chairman.
We're not going to get top 4, and we're not going to get Champions League. It's not happening.
Hypothetically, let's say we do that. Who's going to tell the chairman your budget for this summer? Who? It's going to be Levy at the end of the day.
It's going to be Levy because
it's going to be the same issue once again.
Exactly. I've just said no, it's not. It's not because the money's not the problem. It's how we spend the money.
It's how we spend it, but still, let me.
We don't have enough money because we need 200 mil, and he only gives us
Dietrich, we have spent. Dietrich, Arteta has spent £450 million on his rebuild. We've spent the same amount under 4 different managers and 2 directors of football. That's the problem. There's not a footballing group in charge of the footballing decisions.
Exactly, but still. Levy wants a yes man tax. He wants a yes man to be in there.
That's why he needs to step aside and let a new group to come in and run the football. That's why he has to step aside. He can't be involved anymore.
He doesn't have the self-awareness to do that. He just won't do it. I agree with you. I 100% agree with you.
Which is why we need to force the issue. That's why I'm banging on about.
I agree with you on that. And when it comes back to what I said, the fan base.
Levy won't go unless he's forced. Levy won't go unless he's forced.
The fan base isn't there yet. They're just not there. They're not there. Good luck with getting these people to just fucking lose their fucking shit and then just actually do something about it. They're not going to do it. And that's the problem.
And that's why I blame the fans.
Yeah.
I blame the fans because I'm saying you're not there yet. So you're the problem. So when you're there, you won't be the problem anymore, but you're not. Kroenke has got proven success at other sports clubs. ENIC owned Ajax Athens in Greece and they owned Slavia Prague. Go look at how bad it was when ENIC owned them. It was a disaster. They've now come to Spurs. It's the same disastrous situation in terms of silverware, trophies, success. But from a business sense, it's brilliant. But fans don't want that. What is the
Fans
point?
only want
Like,
support.
do you support Tottenham because it's a business or because it's a football club? It's a football club.
But still,
That's why you're a fan.
That's why I don't want.
They've made
I
us
don't want
customers.
Levy.
We're more customers than we are fans now.
But that's why I don't want people to say Levy has to step aside. I want people to say ENIC has to go. It's no step aside. He has to take a break. They have to go. All of
It's
them.
not going to happen. He owns 30% of the business. He won't. He owns 30% of the business.
No, but they
Dietrich,
need.
it's not
We
gonna
have to find a way and
You have
bring
to
some
protest.
and bring some real owners to this club.
The first step is just get him out to one side.
He will
Then-
never leave.
Maybe further down the line, can we get them to sell? But I've always been ENIC out, Levy out, as in fuck off, go. I don't want you here. But I've now realised that's not going to happen. So,
But come on.
so for me now, it's just step aside. Then, so for me, I'm just step aside. Just step aside. That's where I'm at now.
Yeah,
and that's
but
me
who's
trying
going
to
to take the decision? But who's
have
going to
some
take the
balance to the
decision?
situation.
Who's going to take the decision to tell him step aside? Who?
Who will?
The people that own the other 70% of the shares of the club, they have the
I
majority.
don't think we're that
They have
far
the
away.
power.
Yeah, but they only care about money, and he brings money. That's why they all need to go.
Bro, you're
And
right.
every-
You're right. We're not that far away, which is why I'm saying we don't need a big reboot, blow it up. We just need some short-term restructuring, but not with Levy. He can't be the one to oversee the restructure. He's had 23 years. He keeps getting it wrong. He's lost his mind. He is so out of his depth. Anyone that puts Mason and Stellini in charge for a top 4 race, you deserve to, you should be sacked just for doing that. It's just delusional. It's crazy. I don't understand what we've done.
Before we talk about some more delusion, though, I got to bring in a guest who hasn't been on in a long time. But welcome to the show again. From the West Coast, teaching people about things. It's Saddam Teacher's back. What's going on, man? Can you hear me? Well, welcome back. Welcome back to the show.
Everyone's internet's fucked.
Not mine.
Not mine.
Not mine.
either.
It's
I beat
yours.
the brown envelopes still.
It's heavy, yeah.
I'm crystal clear, baby. We got the right, we got the center, we got the left. We got it all.
Did you see tonight? There was a moment where I think it was 1-1, and we've sent a ball long. The actual one time we didn't try and play out from the back. We actually said, you know what, let's just kick it long, right? And it went long, and the striker or the player in the striker's position was Romero. And I'm thinking,
Yeah.
I did see that.
you're the
Yeah, I
centre
saw that.
back,
Mhm.
you're up front, and what does he do? He just commits a foul. I'm thinking, where's Kane? Where's Harry Kane? Why is the centre back up front? Shit like that is not coaching, guys. Shit like that is not coaching.
But
That's not a tactic. That's
They're-
players
they're-
doing whatever the fuck they
Yeah,
want.
But
That's
that's
players
why
doing
when-
whatever they want, man.
That's why I want to sell. I want to sell Romero. I don't think he fits the team. I don't think we need him anymore. He needs to go.
I wouldn't go that
It's time
far.
for
We
him to
can't
go.
we can't sell him though.
He's your best
He won the World
defender.
Cup.
He's our best defender.
No,
We
it's
can't
not
sell
He
him.
about being the best.
He won the
He won
World
us
Cup.
Emmett.
He's not bad.
It's not about winning the World Cup or not. If you look at, for example, real defenders like Lisandro Martinez, they take defending to like it's their job. With Romero, I
Did you
think
see
he just, like,
Martinez
had a-
against Newcastle away? Did you see him at Anfield
No,
against Liverpool?
but at least he shows. At
7-0.
least he defends and he shows passion. When you look at Romero, he does whatever the fuck he wants. It's not acceptable.
He does what he
Because
wants.
He
He does what he wants.
Dietrich, the whole team does what they want.
We can hear
The
you.
whole team does what they want.
Exactly.
I mean, if he wasn't up front, he wouldn't have earned that penalty.
No,
So-
but
I
like,
mean,
no, but like if you look at real defenders like Toby Yan, he would never make the team. That's why I don't want him anymore. I think he needs to go and go find some Sven Bachmann like type of defenders and start
Exactly.
over again.
defenders at Takama, but again, he's your best defender, Dietrich.
Yeah.
Come on.
I think he needs to go, man.
We can sell Romero after we buy 2 or 3 more center backs.
But no,
Then we can sell Romero.
but Will, tell and the lads, yeah. So basically, you're saying that Spurs have no style of play. So basically saying that Spurs play ollie ball, a United freestyle football.
No,
Not quite.
it's not.
It's not even ollie ball.
They were hell bent on trying to play at the back. They were hell bent on trying to play some form of pattern that Conte tried to drill the shit into him from. It just.
But he's not even there. Conte ain't even there.
It doesn't matter. He may not be there, but he should have kept his ass in Italy and just call it for what it is, unless Stellini just because it's literally Conte ball 2.0 or whatever. It's the same tactics. It's the same. Damn it, the same goddamn substitutions. It was every bit of the same. I don't know. I don't know.
Because
I didn't see a wrinkle. I didn't see anything different.
Can I say
different?
when I saw the starting lineup, and I saw 3-4-3, I was laughing my fucking face off.
Me too.
I thought to myself, you all want Conte out. You all wanted him out because you hate his football. Now you're gonna get it even worse.
We've almost been going. We've almost been. Who just popped in? Mar. There you go. We'll bring it back in. But we've been going almost about an hour and a half now. We got about 100 people watching on all different platforms. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And before we get into the next segment of the show, it's time for our national anthem.
Oh,
The chicken.
the chicken, eh? KFC chickens, mate.
Chasing Ali
Who's
Gold.
the- Chasing Ali Gold, eh?
You don't know the story.
Wow.
Story.
Still, bro. Like, Alex, like,
Tell me you know the story. Tell me you know the story.
I know, bro. Like, I heard it. That's
Okay.
what the brown envelopes told me. Sorry.
What did the brown envelopes tell you?
They told me that Alex was chasing Ali Gold and stuff like that, and he was even mates with Chris Cowlin.
I plead the
Chris
fifth.
Cowlin blocked him. Chris Cowlin blocked him.
Chris
Blocks
Carlin has
everybody.
also
Block me.
blocked me as well.
He's a wrong un, man. He's a wrong un anyway, Chris Cowlin.
Yeah, bro.
That's because Bob Spur made it, Keeks. So if you got a problem with it, go talk to him about it. I didn't make the photo. But no, it's because literally he had a box of chicken. Like, I know it has some racist undertones, but that's actually what happened. So,
Well,
That's
like
that-
even then,
that's
if you
that.
can't talk about anything seriously, whether it's like football, anything. I mean, we're talking about whether we're gonna like. There's never gonna be the day where anybody is gonna show up to, the protest with Brian, which I would love, but it's just not feasible. We talk about ideal world. I just love when Stel, you come on and you're kind of breaking down tactics and the reality of what football is at this moment, and the fact that there's not going to be much change at Tottenham Hotspur until we all wake up, and that's period, because football's changing and it's very commercial. So yes, we want that heart back in our team and all of that, but dude, this was such a shitty ass showcase today. Such a pitiful embarrassment. And lads, I haven't even been able to watch football the entirety of the year. As Will said, I am not only teaching, I am look, we don't get paid, it's all good, but I'm there for the students at the end of the day. But I got to make an impact in a different way, y'all. I got music stuff in here. Maybe I got to go away from coaching. So that's what I learned. How about teaching y'all for that? When you ain't up for the damn challenge, let Stel do it, folks, because he knows what he's talking about.
About some things, yeah. Some other things I just
he's
have
not
to
even a
think.
coach anymore.
Still,
He's giving it up. He's quit.
Still, bro, you're trying to be in the tactical, bro. Like a coach, me who is not really a tactical or anything, knows that you bring in a DM in that situation to protect the lead and to solidify the midfield. That's what every top manager does.
We don't have any more
DM?
DMs, bro.
What
That's the
DM
thing.
do we bring
What
on?
DM? The
What
only
DM do we bring on?
DM we ever saw.
You
Yeah,
don't have
Papa
a list.
Matasar.
That's the only one we had left.
Well, you bring him on in there, risk reward. You know what I mean?
And when we brought on Pape Sarr against Southampton, we conceded
Give away
a
a
penalty
penalty.
because of him. So-
That was because of your defense exposing itself and then allowing the
Pape
cross
Sarr-
of him.
no. Okay, you can blame other players, but he's the defensive mid. Where's the defensive action? Right? I get what you're saying, but if we're going to turn to 19-year-old kids to save us, fucking forget it, man. Like,
I mean,
you can't do that. to
Wait,
young
wait.
players.
Hold on a second. Since when is this guy leaving out? Right.
I blame the boomer fans for this club, low energy, pessimistic fans.
No, this guy. You guys remember the duck? The platypus.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. He got blocked a couple ways, so I guess he's made a new account. But all you do is just sit there and troll people on stream. Since when have you been leaving out, Mr. Younger fan?
What was you watching, man?
Right? You giving me and Stell shit for being leaving out. Since when have you been leaving out, my man?
I've said for ages, and I'll say it again. Formations don't win games. Shape.
It's the players.
Shape
It's
in
the
and
shape
out of
one.
position. And if you and for the shape to work in and out of position, it's players that stick to and play the shape. So
I know that,
at the
but
end of
I
the
know
day,
that, bro.
What wins games?
I gotta go
Players win you games.
Goals win you games,
If you
mate.
don't have the right players, you ain't winning shit. That's
Bro,
what it
goals
comes
win
down
you
to.
games. Right? Goals win you games, man. That's the first thing in football. And
Yeah, but who
also
scores the
with
goals? Who scores the goals? Who
I know,
creates
I
the
know.
goals? Players.
The players, I know that, but again, what also win you games that you can't equate is passion and desire. You need to want it to win the game.
Yeah, but quality players have that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up two things because I actually thought about this. And I'm glad I went on to the main computer because I was on the phone. That's what I was having internet problem. Two things, and I want to throw out a question. Right, I'm gonna actually say the person's name. Southwest Spurs. It was the person I was talking about who tweeted something that I was just like in shock because I'm just like I said, how we're playing and what's going on with the club is breaking everybody down. But he posted like this: I know who buys the players. I know who doesn't sell the players. What I do know is when we scored to go one up against one of the worst sides in the league and sat back. That is on the players. Share the blame. Anyone that's had over 3 years available on this team, it's poisonous. And I actually responded and said, applause. Finally. I'm like, finally. Because I've always seen his arguments with, even some of the panel here and stuff. I'm like, finally. He recognizes it's the players. It is the players. Who is buying the players? Finally recognize that. And
Exactly, the players.
Yeah. And then I will say this, and don't get me wrong, because I know, and I haven't been on the last 2 times he got roasted for this. But a lot on this subject I'm going to bring up is also cultural of what you think it's important, right? Because they brought up the English culture, making it important. And I said, no, that's not necessarily true. And I've been spending a lot of time in Latin American countries, and I've been always around the Latin American community. Also, barber shop talk, right? On Last Word of Spurs, the episode that they lost to, was it Sheffield United? Yeah. One of the guys was saying that, yeah, it's easy to blame the defense and all those bad losses that we had the last 5 years. Also, too, the offense didn't score goals. We didn't score goals.
Exactly.
Yeah, we didn't score goals.
Goals win you games, according to Michael Owen.
Yeah. So and there's many reasons why. And so today, I'm like, man, a 10-man Everton. You told me we needed a penalty to score a goal.
Exactly.
And then we can score more. And so I thought about this, right? Because I know Alex gets grilled about Kane, right? He grilled about Kane and even Sonny, but he brings up Kane the most. And I have to be honest, because I have these conversations all the time. Even people who don't like Spurs, but they like Harry Kane, but they put a but. They always put a but. And I understand.
Stop talking bad about Dietrich.
Yeah. But I thought about it, and I said this. My cousin asked me that question a year ago. And I'm saying it again today. I say, if I had to win a big game, right? Who are the 10 people that I want to play in that game? Like I'm thinking, all right, I need them because I know they're going to deliver in the big game for me.
You ain't picking a Spurs player, are you?
I'm thinking Ronaldo. Yeah, I'm always. I mean, even at 37, he's on the downtrend. But I'm like, something about Ronaldo coming through. Even Messi, his down year with PSG, but then again, cancel it off from Argentina. Boom, Mbappe. I'm thinking places like Lewandowski, and the thing is,
even Benzema.
Yeah. And for me, like, it's hard for me, like I said, to say Harry Kane because he scored in some big games where the pressure has to turn up. Because one of my last episodes, I was talking about whenever the pressure cooker goes up, this team, And so for me, I'm like, man, dude, when the high stakes, if I have a game of my life that I need to win, am I picking Kane?
No.
I start at 11.
No. I made a comment. I made a comment on Twitter about Harry Kane, and I said, especially for the last month and some of the results, I'm like, he's wearing the armband, right? And somebody got mad when I said that. When I was like, I notice how folks try to skirt around the issue and not trying to put anything on Kane as well. I'm like, he's not a leader, even though he wears an armband. He's not that guy that's going to.
He doesn't grab the game by the scruff of the neck.
Thank you. I'll give you an example of somebody that.
Roy Keane.
No. I'll give you somebody in that position. Zlatan Ibrahimovic would be a type of player that would slap the shit out of somebody in the locker room if they do not do what they do. I love Kane, but he just does not have, as you know what we call it in the U.S. back in. There you go.
Got the minerals.
He don't have that dog in him.
He doesn't have the minerals. That's simple.
He don't have the dog. No, I gotta call it like how we call it. He don't have that dog.
No, it's minerals. He doesn't have the minerals, Harry Kane.
I get what you said.
Whatever. It's all the same stuff.
He don't have that dog.
I think that's where Alex gets himself in trouble because that's what I'm trying to say. I'm like, if I need a game to win, I don't think Harry Kane's my dog. Is my dog. Like, I need people that say, we winning this game.
My false nine all day.
And it's what's the word? It is what I love about sports, right? Some of those athletes, when it comes to the big time, they just have that drive, they have that intuition, they have that spirit to get other people on the team to say, we are winning. I said this on the last Tottenham Way show. Name me the last leader on Spurs, like true genuine leader. Yeah, some people brought in Jan Vertonghen, but he wasn't those guys that I was naming. Like I could name this is the guy on the club that's just saying,
You can look at teams. You can look at teams that historically have that win things. That win things. They have that guy. Like you can go look at the old Chelsea teams, whether it's John Terry, the Manchester United teams, whether it's Roy Keane or whoever, you know, you look at Barca, Real Madrid, and there's players what I think what gets lost with a lot of people is that they may not be the most goddamn technically gifted or the most talented player, but damn it, when they step on the field, you know what I'm saying?
Give
They'll
everything.
give you everything. They will kick a motherfucker. They will kick somebody to stop the game. You know what I'm saying? They'll take one for the team. And I don't see it. I see when things go bad for this team, the heads drop.
Exactly. They shrink.
Every time something bad happens to this team, all of their collective heads fucking drop. And it is the most frustrating thing that you see. I've never.
Facts. That's the mentality.
You know what was embarrassing? No, I'm gonna tell you. You know what was embarrassing is the game against Southampton. This is one of the reasons why Conte called them out. When Southampton made it 3-2, they came into a huddle and they were like, "Come here." They got into, and now people try to say, I don't know why they do that. It's called getting together and say, "Look, we got this." We was shook. I've never seen Spurs just say, "Huddle up, get it together." Somebody get angry, somebody yell, somebody do something. I don't. And naming your goalkeeper as your captain, get the hell away from me with that bullshit. I don't like that shit. I don't like it.
I agree with you.
You gave Cap Kane the armband on GP, literally just because it's Kane, and I'm like, I just don't see it. There's no dog on this team.
But again, Giza, my Giza, yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
like Kane realistically carries your team, and
Goal wise, yes.
And like without him, like the amount of points he has got you guys.
You're an Arsenal fan, right? You're an Arsenal fan, right?
Yeah, I think he's world class.
Okay, who's your fucking dog on that team?
In
Arsenal.
In Arsenal or Spurs?
On Arsenal.
Guys, sorry, I gotta go. Let me say goodnight to you guys. Have a great
Yeah,
show.
man, big
Big
up
up
Sam,
yourselves.
man. Minerals General.
Big up, man.
Do your
Who's
thing, man.
Who's that dog on
Do
that
your
team?
thing.
I would say it's
Big up,
maybe.
Sam.
I would say it's maybe like
Odegaard.
Odegaard. Nah, not Odegaard.
No.
Nah, not Odegaard. I would say Xhaka.
Thank
He's
you.
like he's a
I
dog.
was
I'll
hoping
make you feel more
say that.
comfortable there, Elias.
I was hoping that you would say that. I watch as much Arsenal as
I've seen them too, but yes, I would say more Xhaka. Yeah,
Xhaka is the one that's gone up against the fans.
No, just consider what happened in the Euros to that kid. Like, dude, he's ready to fight.
Yeah,
He's a bad man.
That's what I'm saying, and we don't have.
I think we're talking about Xhaka, not Saka.
No, Xhaka.
Xhaka. X.
Yeah, we don't have that. We don't have that.
Sorry,
Højbjerg can be that.
Xhaka is Arsenal's leader. Are we saying that?
He was
No.
captain for a while. He's not
He is.
anymore.
I'm just saying he has.
Rip off his
Argue
uniform
for
after a
me.
game one time and like curse at the crowd or something.
Yeah,
I remember
get the
that.
crowd off.
Yeah.
It's because the crowd were abusing his family and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, when you watch
Everything
when
in
you watch
context.
them,
Everything in context.
when you watch Arsenal, regardless, Xhaka is the one that literally will grab them by the scruff of the neck and pull them along. That's why I mean,
Love you, Goguma. Thanks for watching.
it's not
Appreciate it.
being really spoken about too much. But when you watch them, you see it. Spurs don't have that. We don't have that. We haven't had it in a minute.
You're gonna reach. It's supposed to be that, right?
I ain't buying that BS, man. I'm not buying that. I don't even like when I hear that Hugo Lloris is the captain and blah 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 blah. It's not we haven't done anything to even win anything with him being the captain. Let's be honest. Okay, when the chips go down and the pressure ratchets up, who is that person that can gather that team, either calm them down or get them up? Okay, because whenever the pressure,
Recently,
huh?
Yeah.
I think Benton. I think to be honest,
only keeper. I will say this: the only keeper I would say who has the cojones to be a captain who has that dog in him is a Bayern Munich Neuer for Germany national team.
Yeah, man, he's a dog.
Good shout.
Neuer will call out. I've seen him. He will call out. He will pull him by the scruff and be like, "Yo, you need to." Like he is more.
There was no common force on that pitch tonight. None. They were shaking with the pat. They were shaking in the back. Nobody was calm. Nobody organized the team. Nobody knew how to take the air out the ball.
Yeah,
Nobody.
nobody slowed the game down.
Exactly. Nobody
That's
slowed
what
the game
I was
down.
saying the last two shows. I was saying that, and I asked the question: who is our on-field leader? Who is the guy that is going to be like the glue for this team? Like, yo, let's not-
Hoiberg back.
I'm not. Let me tell you something. There was part.
Yeah, Conte said. I mean, Conte said everybody. Conte said
I watched that game today, and there was a point where I was literally screaming at the television because Hoiberg literally had checked out. I'm dead ass serious. He checked out.
He was hiding.
He was hiding. He checked out. So I want to hear that shit about Hoiberg. And by the way, he's coming off of a blown lead on the international break. They were up 2-0 and they lost to Kazakhstan 3-2. And he was on the field for that with Denmark. So I don't want to hear bullshit about goddamn Hoiberg. He was hiding. He was hiding as well. There's nobody on that team that can literally. I think maybe because Bentancur is gone, it's not there. Romero's too erratic. We just don't have it. We don't have it. We don't.
You have no leader, man.
We don't have any leader, and they don't know how to find one.
I said it after the Southampton game, after the protest. What Conte is saying is what Jose was saying.
Yep, they both did the same thing.
There is not an extension of the coach on the field.
Right.
You need an extension on the field. That's why I mentioned Carlos Puyol, Xavi, Roy Keane. Some of these guys, they were on field extension of their coach. That they were on the field. And you're basically on the field. It's Pep on the field saying, "Hey, look, you guys get your shit together. All right, let's do what we're supposed to do."
Exactly, facts. Mario, you're spot on.
Yeah, I always said Casemiro.
Even Casemiro is another leader.
Won the Carabao Cup. You know what Casemiro did? He grabbed Bruno.
Mario's got to head out, folks. Thanks, Mario, for coming on. Appreciate
Big
it,
up
my
Mario, man. Big up Mario and Luigi, man.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a new movie coming out, Mario. And
Here, let's go down the line. So you look at Arsenal. We already said Xhaka, right? Man City, you got a couple of them because you can say De Bruyne, you can say
Rodri.
There's a couple.
Even Diaz, Ruben Diaz.
Diaz, you got
Even said Casemiro for United already because he called out Bruno Fernandes. They're supposed to be celebrating because they won the Carabao Cup. He's pulling him and saying, "Yo, dude, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, you didn't do this." The cameras caught him and stuff like that. That's Casemiro bringing that.
That's Casemiro. He's another minerals general.
Well, let me tell you another person. This one's gonna shock you when I say this one. Look at Newcastle. Who you think they listen to?
right now, it's
right now. I'm gonna tell you right
Trip.
now. Yeah, exactly. It's Trips. It's Kieran Trippier.
Kieran Trippier.
Trippier's the Trippier.
He's the leader. He's the dog.
Yeah,
he's barking like dog. He's telling them tell them not to pat his
He's won a league title with Atleti and the experienced and stuff like that.
Trippier.
He's a dog. And what I've been told, like we always say in football, that the captain is basically the manager on the pitch, the second manager.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So I don't know what Spurs do. I don't know. They're a reflection of the top from the leadership. The leadership the team is the extension of the leadership group or the board, and just like how Levy's hiding in this crisis, Levy is hiding. Okay, what are they doing on the pitch when the chips go down? They go hiding. They go missing.
Man.
Who's seen Daniel Levy since this whole shit show went down with Conte and Paratici? Where's Levy? Where is he? Scared to do interviews. Doesn't want to show his face. Sends yes men out there. Okay, like they reported with the whole Super League debacle. He threw out goddamn Ryan Mason out there. You know what I'm saying? Where's Levy at? Where's he at? So the team is a reflection of the goddamn leadership and board. Okay, so they hire what they know, what they feel comfortable with. They have a problem with Conte because he rocked the boat. He told them about themselves. That's why everybody said, "Oh, his job is untenable," because what? He told Levy and the goddamn players and the whole organization about themselves. So he had to go. Oh, why? Because he ruffled a few feathers.
Yeah, exactly. Absolute snowflakes.
But here's the crazy shit. Everybody, when we announced them, we all knew, well, at least one thing we gonna get from Conte at the end, he's gonna tell us about ourselves. True or false? We all knew that.
Yeah, and he did.
You could have bet your house on that. You could have bet your house on that, and it would have came good because everybody knew. Well, at least if anything, if it goes tits up, he's gonna tell us the truth
He's
about
gonna
himself.
expose it. Elias, even Elias saw it.
And people are custom for it.
Why? We sat here when 2 weeks ago when he did this, and we were like, well, he told us what. I didn't have a problem with what he said.
No, I
didn't have a problem with it. Nobody had a problem with what he said. I was a little taken aback by people that were pissed off and wanted him gone. I was like, why? I mean, he told you about yourself. He said what he needed to say because he wanted to leave. He was done.
Exactly.
He was done. It wasn't about leave.
Conte is like a doctor. He never lied. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's done, man. He's done out here.
Pick up Mario. Thanks for coming on. We do have a guest in the back. He was sitting there, and now he's gone. He's back again. Everybody in the chat, show your love for Anthony. Welcome to the show. I think it's your first time, man. Welcome.
Welcome, Anthony.
Yeah, it is my first time. I've actually been on Cell's show a few times and ranted and raved there. So I figured I'd come on. I was just listening to you guys. First off, I want to say big up to all my American Spurs brothers. I welcome you to the club. I pity you. I can't believe that you fell for this, but somehow you're down here in the third ring of hell with me.
Been there for a while, so
yeah. I'm 55, so I've been here since 2003. I've seen every fucking thing you could think about with Tottenham Hotspur. I was, one of the last on-field leaders that I remember is a guy you probably wasn't even. Some of you weren't even born when this guy was playing for us. His name was Edgar Davids. And
Edgar Davids. I remember when he was at Spurs. Actually,
that guy
Netherlands was a dog. He was a dog as well. Him with Van Bronckhorst and all those lads.
Yeah, exactly. Those Dutch center mids, they don't take any shit. Johnny Van Bronckhorst was the same type. I
know that is his niece. I know his she's related to him. I want to say niece or she was cousin because he has traits. Yeah, so he's a good dude.
Yeah, what I mean is he's exactly that dog, that the guy that's got the minerals, the guy that's got he knows what's up. Guys, I'm gonna tell it to you, and I'm not like the professor of truth and knowledge and trying to tell you all shit you don't know. All this good stuff. Hey, what I feel. And I can and what you aren't gonna like what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it. I've been following this club for 20 years, and this is by far, and I mean by far, like miles away, the worst we've ever had it by
exactly. Even when Glenn Hoddle got sacked in the middle of the season, mate, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, I go back to Yo, I go back to Jacques Santini, I go back to
Santini as well. Even Clive Allen.
Yeah. I go back to 2008 when we got Redknapp and we had 2 points from 8 games, and we
2
were
points from 8 games. You were shocking.
Yeah, it was 0-6-2 with 2 draws, and the thing about this is that the rot really has settled in. And I was watching the game with my son, who's 10 and who plays soccer, and who's he's a baller. He's honestly a good player, and he also knows the game really well. And he's just like, Dad, this is incredible. And he goes, they're just not moving the ball. They're standing around. He goes, it's almost like, he said, it's almost like it reminds him of practice when they say, like, you got to make 6 passes before you cross the halfway line, like some artificial construct that the coach places on you before you are able to proceed with natural soccer. Like, you have to have 3 touches with your left foot and 3 touches with your right before you're allowed to, to make a run or whatever it is. He's like, this is like practice style football. They're not playing ball. One of the, I don't want to just come on a rant, but I will say this.
That's the name of the show, man.
Well, I don't want
Land the minerals, mate.
I don't want it to be the me show. All I'm trying to, I guess, say is, dude, I don't see a fucking way out of this. Like, I'm not, down isn't even the word. I've been down before. I've been down in 2007. I've been down when we fucking had Lasagna Gate and ate some dodgy shit and lost.
And you stole your top 4. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I've been down for fucking many times. Trust me. I've been down as a Spurs fan. I've been down when Bale left, when we missed.
Even Modric and all those lads.
But there was more hope then.
Dude, you don't know what it was like for me, Berbatov getting sold to fucking
United, to Man United,
fucking stamped on it. And so I've been down. It's not like this is my first Tottenham.
Yeah, but there was more hope back then, though.
Yeah, there really was. There's some. We were plucky. There was something about Tottenham that was kind of likable. And
because we
now,
played attractive football. That's why. We were at least playing. We were still playing. We were playing better football. I think a lot of the frustration now is that it's just stagnant. It's stale. It's
just robotic football.
It doesn't have our. It doesn't. There's no soul in it, and I think that's the problem. I think that what made a lot of us fall in love with this team, and I'm gonna full confession. I was born in London, so I was born into this. Okay.
Which city? Which city in London, man?
Tottenham. I was born in Tottenham, man.
Oh, N17.
I was born in Wood Green area too.
Yeah, Wood Green as well. It's very dangerous.
Yeah. So I was born into that. So I've seen it all, and at least we were somewhat entertaining. Okay. What's happened now is that we've and we were entertaining all the way through Poch's era, and now it's fallen off. Yeah, we got new things. We got brilliant stadium, brilliant training facility, everything. And I think the fans would be fine if we were playing attractive football. It has to be one or the other. If we're gonna play crap football, we gotta win. You have to win. You cannot play pragmatic football and not win. Okay, and it's not going to work. The fans have had enough or a lot of the fans hopefully have had enough because we said, okay, we knew what was.
They haven't had enough yet, though, because there's.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But the truth of the matter is we were willing to accept. Right. We were ready to accept Jose Mourinho because we were like, okay, we'll accept pragmatism if we win. If he wins us a trophy, we'll be okay with it. And it didn't work.
Bazon.
He almost did.
He almost did. You know, I mean,
and then Levy sacks him 6 days before.
Levinomics.
And then what does he do? He brings another pragmatist in freaking Nuno.
Again.
And then what does he do? He compounds it by bringing another pragmatist in.
Conte.
And then not only that, he lets this pragmatist and his director of football tell him that, hey, do not bring in any attacking midfielders.
Yeah.
Do not bring in another. Get rid of all our number 10s.
Exactly. Harry Kane is basically a number 10 and striker, mate.
It's just
Kane is basically a number 10 and striker.
We don't have a number 10. We don't.
Listen. Sorry, Jason. Do you think that it's Conte and Paratici telling Levy to not bring in an attacking midfielder?
When it came out that Levy wanted James Maddison and was ready to make the deal for James Maddison, and Conte and Paratici shot that down, what do I say to that?
So it's definitely.
I'm just saying. Who said? But also, I'm just saying. They did something for the manager, right?
Oh, because James Maddison doesn't fit into a Conte system, so it makes sense that Conte would say no.
Okay, right? So he basically put himself in a position where they could only play one way.
Yeah, that's what Conte always plays. He plays 3-4-3, 3-5-2. That's all he plays. He doesn't play.
But then they wanted to give him credit. But they wanted to give him credit for the shit that they did at Chelsea. I give him that. But he also had a creative player in. He had players. He had players that could create shit.
Yeah, he even had Fabregas and Hazard.
Right, exactly. And even when you look at his Inter team, who did he have on the bench? Christian Eriksen.
He barely played, man. He played like.
And then when he finally broke into the team, they went ahead and won the goddamn Scudetto, and they won the Italian Cup. What does he do when he come here? He doesn't want. It's just like
even when he broke in, he never played more than 40, 50 minutes a game. It's people overrate Christian Eriksen and the Inter Milan side.
I'm not gonna shit on him, but the point of the matter is, and then Conte didn't necessarily play. He was able to switch from a 4-3-3. From a 3-4-3 into a 3-5-2. So that he could play Christian Eriksen in there. We don't have that option. We just don't have that option. And They put themselves in that. Conte and Paratici put themselves in that.
Okay, Conte did say last summer that he was trying to sign Eriksen when he went to United. He did say that he wanted Eriksen, and the reason why he wanted Eriksen for this club was because Eriksen can play both as a cam, and also he can play as a central midfielder. You can deploy him in a position that Bentancur or Højbjerg plays. He can play well as well there. So, which is what he does right now at United as well. So Bruno is kind of like the attacking midfielder, and Eriksen plays more.
Eriksen is the number 8 now.
Yeah, it's like the number 8.
Plays
like
more like a deep lying playmaker. He doesn't play. He doesn't have legs anymore.
Maybe
he doesn't have the legs anymore.
Like
and he hasn't really. He hasn't. To be honest with you, he hasn't really done much of United either. When he's been fit to play, he's got like what 3 assists, and that's it.
Exactly.
A goal, 3 assists. I mean,
Guys,
Christian Eriksen's done, dude. He's cooked.
Now he's done. But the thing is that when he was fit, he could actually play in both the systems. He can play as a 3-4-3 as a central midfielder as well, and you can put him at 3-5-2 as a number 10 as well. So that's why
Even at Tottenham, though, he played winger, he played 8, he played 10.
I'm not saying that. Regardless, the point is that we don't have that. We don't have a cam. We just don't. Whether it was Eriksen or somebody else, we just don't. Like at that. Like for example, today when Everton went down to 10, okay. They sat back, and then they started. Then they pressed the shit out of us. You have who is there to cut them apart?
In a Conte system, though, you don't really need a 10 per se. Not like a Mesut Ozil. No,
Right,
you
but
need what you need is like a Kevin De Bruyne or 8. Right?
True.
That's
But
what
we
you
don't have
need.
that. But
We don't have that. But Madison's not that either, right?
Well, he's
Yeah,
not
but
that.
Barella. He was
Barella's great.
proper.
Brozovic, right?
Brozovic or Barella would be good.
But I mean,
guys,
Go ahead.
guys, can I just say something? I mean, listen, we're talking about players, and this player would fit into this and that. There's something that I just got to get off my chest, and it's something that bothers the fuck out of me. We have an Arsenal fan on here, right? One of you guys is Arsenal, right?
Minerals, yeah.
Minerals.
Okay, what's up, Minerals, dude? Big up for coming on this show, and I love that. My best man at my wedding is Gunnar, and he actually he was the one that got me into English football. He's like, I don't know why the fuck you chose Tottenham, but you know, he's but so I know a lot, and I'm on I watch League Gunner a lot. I watch a lot of Arsenal stuff because I'm fascinated by them. I used to some of the best football I've ever seen in my life. I hate to say it was Arsenal under Wenger. So, and I used to watch it just because I'm a soccer fan, putting aside the rivalries. So let me just say this: there's an undercurrent in Arsenal, and it's true with Liverpool. It's true with Man U, and this is something that we don't have. There's an undercurrent of violence. There's an undercurrent of anger. There's an undercurrent of the fans fucking like saying we will chop your head off and put it on a fucking pike, Levy, and fucking burn it outside the state. I am not even kidding you.
We are ruthless. We don't settle for being nothing.
They don't. So my point is this. Look, I'm not calling for violence. What I'm trying to say is this: with Tottenham, you know, we're too nice of a team, right? We don't surround them and berate them and everything like that. Our fans are the same way. You talk about like the prawn sandwich brigade. I'm not talking about the people that are on here at staying up late at night on a Spurs fan show because they're so upset. Not us. I'm talking about the basic core regular match day fan. They don't have, because we've been so beaten down by Levy and by years of not having any kind of success that we're not demanding of it to the point where we don't. It's kind of, you know, people are like, well, you know, some people like Sava says, and I like Sava. I'm not talking shit about him, but Sava makes a good point. He says, look, they're billionaires. Sure, I want them out, but let's face it, they're not going to leave when they have a cash.
Exactly, and also your fans, and also a majority of your fan base are accepting their nonsense, and some of the bigger platforms are what they call brown envelopes that are on the payroll.
Let me just. I just want to finish my one point about, and it's as if I was talking to Sava. So he has a point, right? I mean, technically, there's nothing we can do. We could shout, hem, haw, demonstrate, whatever the fuck we want. If they want to keep the club, they keep the club. The club's theirs, and they can make their billions of dollars and do whatever they want. Right. Okay. But when the fans, I've seen it with Hicks and Gillette at Liverpool. I started to see it with the Cronkies at Arsenal. We already know what happened with the Glazers at Man U, and they're wearing those fucking green and yellow jerseys and stuff. Like, there's an undercurrent of anger where, yeah, it does matter. Like, yeah, the fans get violent, and it gets to be really bad on your product. So your naming rights go down. Sponsors don't want to sponsor all the chaos. Like, in other words, it starts to hurt them in the wallet. So as much as like Sava says, and again, this isn't an anti-Sava rant because that's not what I mean. I like the guy and I appreciate what he's saying. He's just simply saying that we're in a tough position protesting because you're protesting against an institution that's worth billions. It doesn't give a shit if you're 500 people holding a banner outside the stadium. But what I'm trying to say is our problem. I'm not blaming Spurs shittiness on the fans. What I am saying is that Stella has the point that until it turns toxic, ugly, bad, 30,000 people in a 60,000 seat stadium, until 10,000 people get up and walk out in like with 5 minutes into the game, something like that. Some crazy
Exactly. It reminds me a bit of the Arsenal
change.
And that was what I said before you came on. This is what I had said earlier. The fan base is not angry enough. They're not
angry enough.
They're not there.
They're just happy to be there.
They're happy, like they're still on the shiny new stadium.
But that's because I'm gonna go on a rant for a little bit now. That's because they're all about the cheese room, man.
Yeah,
right?
The cheese room, the beer.
Let's not be expecting things from your club is negative, right?
Exactly.
We shouldn't want managers to play their way. We should play, even if we lose, we should play attractive football, right? Blaming the managers instead of blaming the owner, and all of these things. Look, people can say don't protest, it doesn't do anything. It does when it's big enough.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm sorry, but like, if it gets dark enough, which I'm not proposing any type of violence or anything, but look at Manchester United.
Yeah,
they ransacked their own stadium.
Yep.
And ended up getting what?
Over the Super League.
Varane, Casemiro. I mean, right? Like, look, not even from the Super League. They did it like last year or the year before. Like, it was a Glazer thing. They like broke into the stadium.
At the end of the day, no one wants to play it to an empty stadium, Will. No,
Right.
No owner wants that optic of like.
Exactly. No one wants that. It's the same with Arsenal.
I gotta be one thing I gotta say about Arsenal, and it's more along the lines with AFTV, because I have to give them their props, because even though I watched it for a lot of just to laugh at fuck at them when they was losing and it was bad, but the fact of the matter is that they magnified that anger with the fan base, and it spread throughout the fan base to the point where at the end of the day, the goddamn Cronkies had to come out and do some goddamn splaining. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And lay out a plan and just say, look, Vinay, Edu, this is what we're gonna do.
If Don Robbie says something, and along with the other, characters, they say something, the whole fan base gets behind these guys.
Exactly, because FTV is the biggest Arsenal platform.
Well, we have Chris Cowan. Meanwhile, we have
that's what I said. We have Chris Cowan. We have Chris Cowan. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
we have Chris Cowan. Expressions is like the biggest done.
Expressions could have a greater power.
I just don't think he's interested, man. He's interested in his own drip, dude. That's it. That's all Expressions wants. His own money, his own cash, his own.
He's not mad enough, yo.
Where those are the guys.
Like, I like Expressions. I don't have a problem with Expressions. I don't think he's a wrong end or a brown envelope. But I think all he cares about is his own cheddar, dude.
Than he is a leader.
The celebrity has gone big. So
because he's even said himself, like, he can't go to any of the protests because when he does, those that are out there are like, oh, can I get your autograph? Can I get a picture? And he's like, I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about the act. If you're gonna be Levy out, be out there for Levy out. Don't.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of a cop. To be honest with you,
whether it doesn't need him to be out there, but the fact of the matter is, what I was getting back to is the fact that AFTV had a major role in keeping the Cronkies and that whole Arsenal, because they were pissed off. Sky Sports was pissed off at AFTV. TalkSport was pissed off. They had Simon Jordan pissed off at AFTV. Oh, this is toxic. This is bad for the club. But at the end of the day, as you can see, they're extremely supportive, and they're going to be over the fucking moon. They're going to be unbearable when this goddamn team wins the goddamn league. They're going to be unbearable. But the fact of the matter is, at least give them credit for the years that they was trying to hold this goddamn club accountable. That's what they did.
Yeah, you got to give them credit, but the current group isn't that group, right? Like, it's not that.
No, they don't have troops. They don't have.
PT, Claude, like those are the guys that were pushing it out.
Those were like the
to go.
Like, rest in peace to him, by the way. 2 years. Don't forget that.
Rest in peace.
Oh yeah,
it's exactly what Toxic is saying. He's saying that we're not Arsenal, we're Tottenham, and that's the problem. And I know it sounds weird saying it. It's the problem, right? Those fans, Arsenal fans, had a rage. Because they expected, right? They're the club with the
we expect standards like top 4. Like we got Murray. Let me explain you. It will help with your point.
Wait. I was trying to finish my point. They have this expectations, right? The same thing that Conte says, like not at Chelsea, right? When Roman
Chelsea's
came
another
in,
one. Chelsea's another team.
Yeah, but the new gen of AFTV is very much wrong. And
they expect to win. And when they don't win, there's a rage. Even with United, going all these years not winning, you can see that it's driving them crazy because they expect to win. The same thing that drives Conte crazy. Whereas as a Tottenham, right, because we haven't tasted that success, right, we're not more enraged. We're not missing something. And that's why
I would. You're supposed to. Once you get close to it, I would think that would drive you.
Exactly.
It's something in you is like
exactly. Once you miss out,
like that
drive you anyway.
That Champions League loss should have.
It did. It drove me, dude. That's when I
drove you guys.
That's when I got
supposed to drive them, but instead it broke them. It broke them.
Instead it broke you guys.
It didn't break me.
But Will,
I got even harder. Dude.
But Will, it made you stronger as a man and so forth. But like this is the thing with Arsenal and AFTV and blah blah. Like our fans, like they're not like you guys who just happy for top 4. You want to be with the elite and all that malarkey. That's the thing. Like Arsenal got top 4 for like what 20 years straight.
Yep.
Some stat like that. Like if you guys got top 4 for 20 years in a row, that would be Levy's wet dream, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Oh my God, we make a statue of him outside the stadium. You're right. We call him the top 4 chairman.
Top four
yeah,
chairman.
we love him. I know. Whereas meanwhile, Arsenal fans were like, "Fuck top 4. We want to win the Champions League. Why aren't we winning a Champions League?"
Yeah, why aren't you winning the Premier League as well?
Why aren't you winning a Champions League?
Agree, though. Agree.
They don't care. No, wait. They don't care about the Europa League. They don't care about the Europa League. That's why.
They haven't even won. They haven't even won a
about the Europa League, man. We were angry when you got knocked out, bro. That's just 20% of our fan base. Majority of us are very disappointed that we couldn't beat Sporting.
But to their credit, they were like, "Look, we're top of the league. This now we can at least they can say now we can focus.
Now we got a voodoo on that trophy for him.
Now we can focus on the league. What do we have to focus on? We're not the FA Cup with a whimper. Look at lost to Nottingham Forest in the Carabao Cup, lost to goddamn Sheffield United in the FA Cup. You know what I'm saying?
Lost to the worst Inter Milan.
Yeah, but that's look. It's true. Hold on. It's true. It's true that we've lost all those teams, but all teams do that. Arsenal's gone out to how many small teams in the last 10 years?
In the cups.
In the cups? Like, seriously.
Yeah, I mean, most teams do that even. Like, they just want to diminish it. And people are in this thing of top 4 and the brand envelopes. That's what counts these days.
But what I'm saying is, like, we went out, and that's true. We don't want to go out. But this thing, like, because we lost to this team, it's somehow worse. It's not. It's still going out. I don't care if it's Man City or if it's,
Fleetwood,
Colchester, right? It doesn't matter.
They made it. They made it to
where you win every game. That's the aim of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the point of these knockout competitions. It's a one shot, one go type of a deal, you know.
And that's the problem. And that's the problem with the teams, with the players' mentality, because you should look at it like, no, we need to kill everybody, regardless of who it is. But then you come out and you play a team like Sheffield United, and you can see the entitlement in the players. They're in the championship.
Yeah, but what gets me, what bothers me, you're right. I saw that today with them playing Everton in the back with 10 minutes to go, and they're just dinking the ball around there around Hugo Lloris like they're just sure they're gonna win. It's so stupid. But there's no hunger, there's no fight. The team that we played against, Sheffield United, should have been good enough to beat them. Every team that we played against, all of those teams should have been good enough to win.
And they couldn't score.
Right, and they play kids. The thing is, and Sheffield United played kids. They had
They
chase the buses down after the game, and they throw rocks at their own fans. Throw rocks at the buses with the players on them because they're furious. They're rocking the fences. They're trying to get in. They're furious at the players. My friend lives in Valencia, and he's like, "You should see what happens when they play like shit." Same thing in Italy. Their fans go nuts when they have ultras that keep those motherfuckers in check.
Yeah.
What do we have?
Exactly.
Nothing, bro.
You know what Poch said when they lost to Newcastle, that bad loss that put us second to third.
Last
Joelinton. When Joelinton was a good footballer.
Yeah, he said you guys should not even go home to your wives, your kids. Look, I mean, it was the first time Conte and Jose talked to players.
I gotta interrupt you for a second to bring in this new guest. He's I guess his parents went to bed. He decided to sneak up and join the show. Everybody show your love for the young buck himself, Dan THFC. Are you on spring break, or what are you doing at almost 11 o'clock at night on a Monday?
Yeah, it's spring break.
Oh, okay.
Okay, bro. Dan, how you doing, my bro?
The same intro.
How you doing, my bro? Minerals, man.
My God, I could be jumping on a show like at 3 p.m. on a Wednesday, and his parents supposed to be asleep. Bro, my guy.
No, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're supposed to be at school. You're not supposed to be asleep.
That's cool, mate. You know what I mean?
He's talking like a dad. He's talking like
Dan,
a dad.
Dan, just want to ask, I
do?
thought you broke your mic. Then why are you speaking into that mic? Is it just for?
I managed to fix it.
Man, fix it, Elias. Hey, Dan, we didn't have that chat. You're done. You're done, my bro. Like,
You pick Spurs while you're at it.
where do Spurs go from here, my G? Like, are you seriously starting to get worried?
For starters, all of us can go to the Tottenham Hotspur website to pick up our tickets for the Beyonce concert.
Oh, cool.
Oh, seriously, let's
all hop on there.
Here comes the accent.
Everybody in the comments.
We are the #1 concert venue of all the
All time, bro. Beyonce, man. Listen, get in there, Beyonce, bosh.
Beyonce, man.
You're done. Listen.
With
You
Sid.
must not know about me. You must not know about me. Cause Tottenham Hotspur, we will still be crap.
I don't think she would sing that. I hope she doesn't sing that.
Listen, they're irreplaceable. Tottenham are irreplaceable, innit?
I don't know why everybody's so mad. I'm happy right now. I'm so
Why?
happy right now.
Why?
I'm so happy right now. The one thing I don't want top 4. We're not gonna get top 4. I'm so happy, man. Anything other than top 4. I'm praying for.
What about the Conference League? You want the Conference League?
I want the Conference League. Give me the Conference League.
And also Arsenal capitulating.
Look, the Conference League is perfect. Levy gets no money because the Conference League doesn't give you any money to be in it.
Right.
We actually have a chance to win something.
And it angers the fan base.
And it's still European competition.
And it's a European competition as well.
It ticks all the boxes. It
ticks all the boxes.
We're gonna finish higher than that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
We'll be Europa League.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
Man, you get a few brown envelopes.
Get in there. But in all seriousness, like, what's going on? Honestly, like, how can you be so stupid? How do you go from Conte to Stellini and think that's a good, like, we all have our opinions on Conte. We all have our opinions on Stellini. We all have opinions on the style of play. I had nothing against Conte. I didn't want Conte to get sacked. I don't think Conte was at fault.
Stellini is Conte with the mask on.
But either way, there's like it's dumb to say Conte style football is bad and then going, well, we sacked Conte, let's bring in Stellini.
Exactly. That's so dumb, bro.
It's
like,
I mean, that's what I was saying earlier, that it couldn't have been. It was simply based on his comments is that he got sacked. It had nothing to do with the tactics, the performances.
By the way, Will, you're obsessed. Like, look
Obsessed
at your
with
overlay. I haven't even been on the stream. I haven't even been in the chat the last 5
It's
hours.
just one of my memes, dude. I got several memes. We got Alex. We got you.
This guy literally has me on his screen.
Terry, the Arsenal fan.
If you
Terry,
want,
the
I can
Arsenal
send you a signed
Listen.
autograph. Will, if you want, I can
Listen,
send you
Will, bro. Dan's a brown envelope anyway, man.
We'll put it up here so everybody can see.
Terry.
There we go.
Dan, you're in the woods, my bro. You're done.
Terry's another brown envelope. Terry's another brown envelope.
By the way,
He's mini me.
I joined Dan and Terry Fleurs as well today.
Will, do you want to sign Kit? Do you want to sign Kit? I'll send you one.
Sign it for me and send it to me.
You're so obsessed, my guy.
I'll wear it on my
sign you
pinky.
I'll sign you something.
Whoa,
I'll
man.
send it to you.
You're done. You're done, bro. How's the woods? How's the woods done, bro? Because you're in it. You're in there.
He's in the mud.
He's in the mud.
How am I in the mud? This is what I want. I want Conference League football. Give me that
How
Conference
about
League.
How about no Europe? That's what I
Give
want.
me
I want
that.
ninth place.
No. I want to be in a European competition.
I hope we sign the most offensive manager ever.
Me too.
Next.
Get Sam Allardyce, man.
Sam Allardyce
You
or
already know- you
the
already
guy
know-
from Atletico Madrid.
Simeone.
Imagine it. Darius Simeone.
I love it.
I love it,
Brendan
bro.
Rodgers.
Here's the thing, though. Like these
Yeah,
fans,
Brendan Rodgers.
Hey,
Let's
don't
do
be
it.
surprised you'll fuck around and have Brendan
these
Rodgers.
fans are so entitled.
Careful what you wish for.
But
Yeah, bro.
I'm sitting here still trying to figure out how we've gone and said Conte's the problem. Let's bring in Stellini. It's like breaking up. It's like breaking up with a gal because she's not good looking, and then getting with a twin sister.
And with getting up with a Batters one. It's like being a Katie Hopkins fan.
No. That's not even the right analogy. It's like stopping being with a gal because she's not good looking, and then going with a twin sister. That's literally
Look,
what
I don't think anybody should date a gal, personally. You know, I'm not down with that.
Gal. That's Jamaican. That's Jamaican slang. In the UK. Gal.
Get with him.
All I heard was a gal, right? Dating a gal. Like, I don't know. Don't date a gal.
Dan, bro, listen.
Don't mess with a gal, Dan.
I like a gal. What's wrong with the gal?
Oh, you do like
gal?
Oh.
Gal?
Come outside. Okay, player.
He also fan. Yeah, he used to bit the news.
You're done, bro. Like, listen, like a lot of your fans are in the mud, man, right now, man. They're on the woods.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the funny part. They don't know they're in the mud. That's the thing, though. Like most of them, they are in the mud, but they don't even know they're in the mud.
I mean, I told you 60,000 will be able to say they
Here,
were
Dan.
saying.
I'll leave you alone. I'll put this one up for you.
Oh, the
Who
fact
that
who is
That
that?
looks like Tupac with a crown.
How many fans you think bought into that top 4 goal that we still set to still get top 4? How many fans? What is the percentage of the fans you actually think?
Oh, the lot of them. The lot of them.
The last 10 games they get top 4.
Yes.
I said we're gonna win them all. We're gonna win them all. We're gonna win every single one.
Elias, vouch for me. Wait, real quick. Elias, vouch for me. We were on the terrace not too long ago. Did somebody not bring up the fact that getting Champions League football is crucial because it will get us poor in the summer transfer window? Did somebody not say that?
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, Pastor Charleston. You know.
Yep.
What pool did that get us?
Dan's happy about Richarlison. What are you talking about?
Chill out. Listen, here's the thing. You guys get confused. When I say when I say a player is good, doesn't mean that the signing is good. I think that Danjuma is a decent player. However, I don't think it's a good signing because we should be focusing on signing center backs instead of signing a damn winger.
And the number 10.
Why I don't think
I thought he was a striker, Dan. Don't flip flop now.
He's a winger. I was saying the whole time that he was a winger. You were the one.
Bro,
that
you have been
striker.
saying that he's a striker. You always say that he's not playing in his natural position. I can pull up a tweet, bro. Let me find it.
Pull up, bro. Dan's being wishy-washy, man.
I'm talking about Danjuma.
Yeah, Danjuma.
Right.
I'm talking about Danjuma, not
How about
Richarlison.
Richarlison?
I said Danjuma is a left winger. and I said Richarlison is a striker.
Okay, okay, then
And we're
Yuma
playing
one
him out
makes
of
sense.
position.
All right. Fair,
All right,
fair enough.
guys. Love you guys. I gotta go.
Yeah, man. Big up
Big up,
Maui,
Maui.
man. Up the minerals. Minerals general. Let's have it right.
All right,
Love
man.
you guys. Take care, Will.
Hey, Dan.
Am I
Big
minerals
up,
general?
Anthony.
Am I minerals general?
Of course, man. You're part of the crew, man. You mud the wrong ones, man.
That has made my day.
You got many minerals.
Notice how you're the only one laughing, Will. Nobody else finds this funny.
Many minerals. You don't. Never mind. I don't think you get what minerals is, man.
I know what minerals are, bro. Gee. I know what minerals are. It's not funny because nobody else is laughing.
It is funny.
It is quite funny.
It's funny.
He's paid like 2 other people on the panel to start laughing as well. It's
I
not
can
that.
pay nobody.
It's not funny.
You're now becoming a brown envelope now, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not the brown envelope. I'm passing out brown envelopes.
Yeah, I'm trying to check my Cash App. I didn't get anything. Sorry.
Nothing yet.
Nah.
It's not coming. But we've been going for about 2 hours and 21 minutes. We got 10 minutes left in the show. What do you guys? Any last thoughts before we wrap this one up on the night?
This is a shit show. Who's the next manager? Brandon Rodgers? Graham Potter?
Couldn't give 2 shits.
The worst manager ever. I hope is
the guy who got fired.
We get
the guy who got fired on his day off
we
skiing.
Bring in Big Sam. Bring in Big Sam. We need him. Bring him in. Bring him in. Conference League football, please. Please. These fans need him.
We didn't even win the Conference League the last time.
Matter of fact,
We lost.
no, but that to be fair, I'm not making excuses here, but that had to do with government issues and COVID-19 because we got kicked out because of a COVID-19 issue.
Yeah.
All right.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I'm
But to
getting
be
the
fair,
channel.
The
we would have still been in
conspiracy continues.
continued in the Champions League, in the Conference League, I still think we would have lost. At one point, we would have lost like Roma or something.
So we're getting the Will Stewart 365 channel worked up. So I'm gonna be doing some reviews
Flexing his watches, man.
on some
Hey,
watches
the
here.
Rolex, mate. Do you know what I mean? The Don.
You want
Uh,
to?
Will.
That's
Don
a
Will.
Hamilton, not a Rolex, but we got a Hamilton there. We got some Tissot's,
Hey,
some
Will,
some
man.
Beluva moon watches,
Will,
and a
Will,
couple
Will.
others.
Will, you've been saying for the last 4 years that you're gonna do review videos, and you haven't.
Why
done
do you
one.
think they're out here now? That's why. You gotta get prepared.
He's a
man.
Don, bro.
You've
Dan,
been getting
listen.
prepared for 4 years.
Listen.
I
Listen.
haven't even been on YouTube for 4 years. man.
Will is an expert of this game. That's why he's the minerals general. You know what I mean? He's a Don.
All right, so you want to put on
You're
that
a
nice
bad
suit?
man.
Okay, I got you. I'll do you.
Yeah,
one
but we're gonna be doing stuff on that too. We're gonna be doing reviews on sunglasses, Ray-Bans,
Listen,
the
bad man Will,
Gucci's,
bro.
the Da Vinci's,
The Gucci,
the,
everything, man.
Todd
The Louis
Ford's,
Vuitton.
Tom
The Louis
Ford's.
Vuitton as well. The Louis Vuitton as well, Will. Don't forget it.
You know what? I'm not a fan of the Louis Vuitton, dude. For me, Louis Vuitton is what guys with small minerals flex, right? Like, funny story. I met a guy. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I think Louis Vuitton because there's far more. Like, if you're gonna do that, go like Cartier or Tom Ford or something that's not so mainstream. Like, everybody's got a Louis Vuitton. It's kind of like Gucci, right? Like, it costs a lot of money, but is it really worth it? Like, I almost think like Louis Vuitton, if you're talking about quality of their bags and wallets and stuff like that, it's no different than Coach, but it costs 10 times the amount.
You want to wear a nice suit, Will? I've matched you.
There you go, baby.
Your white suit, mate. You know what I mean?
White. That's sharp. That's got a little bit of
Posh
drip.
Dan,
White
that's
sports
posh
jacket.
Dan. You know what I mean?
There you
Dan's
go.
gonna be posh as
Because
well.
you're a guy.
There you go, with the Fresh Kids hat. But we're gonna be doing that. Glasses, fragrances too, stuff I like. I'm gonna be reviewing. Cause see, this is the thing too. When you review something, when you actually review it, you actually have to use it. So you can't just unless you're doing an unboxing. You got to have some time with it. You got to have a little bit of wrist time on it before you review it, right? So, and same with fragrances. We're gonna be going over. I think the first video we're gonna do on Will Stewart 365 is the best winter fragrance. So we're going to be looking at stuff like Victor Rolf Spice Bomb, Burberry London, some of that spicy, sweeter winter fragrances that the ladies like. So we're gonna have a top 5 going on for that, and then I've just ordered the stuff that we're gonna do for the spring fragrances. So I ordered about 5 or 6 spring ones, and we'll do that. See, look at that, Bryce saying Gucci's better than Louis Vuitton. I do too, man. I think Versace, Gucci, I'd rather wear that than Louis Vuitton personally. Funny story, I was in Connecticut at the casino, right, for that trade show, and we went to a club after the show. We're hanging out, we're at the bar, and I was gonna buy a drink, and there was I have a pair of, let's see if I have them here.
Oh, you about to get it out. You about to pull it out for us.
It's in my bag, but I have a pair of titanium frame, custom made in Japan Ray-Bans, right, which are like $500, $465.
God, I was like, I've not understand a single thing Will has said in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then you will. But so I had these glasses on, and they're like light frames, so you know if you wear them inside at night or whatever, you can still see, right, that there's like not a huge shade difference. There's this Irish guy, and he's sitting at the bar, and he's like, "Where's the sun, mate?" I was like, "Son, we're at a club, man. It's just drip." And he's like,
drip. What is his
just
vocabulary?
Drip. And he was like, well, then why don't you get yourself some real glasses? And I'm like, real glasses? It's like, these are titanium framed, made in Japan Ray-Bans, right? Like, these are custom.
Where did you learn the word drip? Where did you learn the word drip?
From everybody.
From everybody, bro.
High speed.
Man's a man of culture.
I show speed. I see speed. I show speed. What's his name?
I see speed.
I show speed. He taught me. That's where I learned my drift from.
He did, but in saying that, yeah, like in Ladbroke Grove, where I'm from in London, W10. So it's in West London, far from Stell, who's in Tottenham. I support Arsenal. What an irony! Yet where I'm from, I basically live in Kensington and Chelsea, yeah, where there's full of like Chelsea fans.
You're not uppity like that, are you? No.
I'm a gooner. I'm a gooner. That's the funny part, innit? And sometimes
it's God tier Casio right there. It's God tier. Right? Wow. That's what I'm talking about. If you don't have some G-Shocks, right? You don't have to spend. Dan, you don't have to spend a lot of money on a watch.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, I buy that. I buy those watches in Portugal.
This is probably the best part of the stream.
Yeah, man.
That's why it's the end. But
No,
Dan, that's what I'm saying, Dan. You got to get yourself your next for your white suit. For your white suit, you need to get yourself.
Yeah, man. Of course,
great,
bro.
man.
You need to get yourself
white, bro.
Looks white in the lights, but you need to get yourself a white G-Shock. Right. The newer model here.
I know Scott.
Yeah, I know that, bro. We have a lot of those watches.
The Casio, baby, the Casio.
The Casio. We have a lot of those watches in Grove, in Portobello Street. Like, you can buy those watches at the jewelers.
Yeah, they're good stuff, man, and they're not expensive either. The thing's like $100.
Yeah, it's like a few pounds. Like,
but it's drip. That's drippy right here. Like if you were walking up to me, like this, I was telling you the story. This guy, he's sitting there and he's like, "Get yourself some real glasses," and I was like, "These are real glasses. Like these cost more than most Gucci glasses cost." He's like, "What are you telling me? I got Gucci glasses. I spent $4,000." I was like, "Okay, now I know you're lying, right?" I was like, "Where on earth do you buy $4,000 Gucci sunglasses?"
I've got a question for you, Will. What person walks up to you and says, "I've got some $5,000 Gucci glasses"? Where are you?
Wrongin'. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The dude's at a club, kind of dressed like I'm dressed right now, and then he's bragging, right? He's being braggadocious. He's like, "I'm at a different level. I've got these glasses. What you're wearing is nothing." I'm like, "Okay, show me. Where do you buy these from?" Because here's Gucci.com, blah, 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 blah. Most expensive pair of aviators at Gucci.com is $525. Boom.
Well, he's
right?
probably drunk.
You just got lied. He's like, "I get them custom made." I was like, "Well, then you're at a different level than me, my top G." Right? Like, you're getting custom made Gucci's. He got caught. And he's like, I got a Louis Vuitton wallet. Pulls out this old ratted Louis Vuitton thing. Yeah, it's Louis Vuitton, but it's at least he's either had it for 20 years or he bought it used.
Exactly.
And then he tells me I've got a Louis Vuitton watch. Okay, so Louis Vuitton. I spent 16 grand on a Louis Vuitton watch. First of all, if you spend 16 grand on a Louis Vuitton watch, you're an idiot because you can buy them on the brand new on the gray market for $2, right? They're junk compared to actual quality. I would rather wear this $100 Casio than a $16,000 Louis Vuitton. If you're gonna spend 16 grand on a watch, buy a Rolex Submariner or a Mega Speedmaster or something like that. Don't waste your money on
why people
crap.
spend so much on watches? It's literally just
It's
tells
not
you the
even
time.
watches, Dan. People spend 40 grand on a pen, Dan.
Exactly, bro.
People are just dumb.
It's just because people want to flex, innit?
And we are just sitting there, please, and we're just asking, please, 20 million on a centre back. 20 million on a centre back, and people are actually spending 4,000 on a pen.
Exactly.
That
No, that doesn't make sense, man.
I plead the fifth, Bryce. Plead the fifth. Okay.
Listen,
But,
don't spend money at Tottenham. Buy all the watches, buy all the drip you can. Don't spend it at Tottenham, though.
Exactly. Don't spend it on the Skywalk and the Mills.
We'll see how serious they are.
That's the thing of Will Stewart 365. So we got Tottenham away now. I'm an official partner at Tottenham away over there, right? One of the big four, one of the four dons over there at Tottenham away. So Will Stewart 365 is going to be shifted to. We'll still do some, I'll still, co-stream this show on that channel. But we're going to start doing more stuff. So I've been in the works. I've been writing scripts. I've been preparing. Because review content, video content takes a lot more work than just hit and go on a live stream. Like this takes work. Like I have to set it up, blah, blah, blah. When you're actually doing stuff like that, it takes.
No, yeah, I know what you mean. I've been editing that vlog for like 3 months. The vlog of when I went to London. I've been. I know exactly
The vlog when you went to Tottenham, didn't you? Like, did you first go to Central London or you landed in like Gatwick?
No, I landed in Heathrow.
Oh, in Heathrow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where did you first go? Tottenham directly with a taxi.
No, I went. This is gonna sound terrible. Oh my god, I've just
He
realized.
went to Essex.
Went to maybe Essex, maybe.
I went to the Emirates.
You went to Islington first.
No, he went to Emirates.
Emirates. It is in Islington. Arsenal is in Islington.
It was. I don't know the year. I was
It's
saying,
Islington. It's Islington. Sorry.
I was staying in N6.
And it's Islington basically.
No. I know everything about London. I was born there. And it's my home city, so I know everything about it. I know
Your
all
home
the streets
city.
names and all that.
But this watch right here, I really like this watch. This is the Belova Moon watch.
Hey, the flex.
But this is not expensive. I'm gonna tell you right now. This watch right here, well, it's not cheap, but it's not expensive. I get the dang thing to focus.
Will, you're reminding me of Andrew Tate, man. He's flexing his watches.
No, but Andrew Tate's got a Bugatti, right? Dan, what color is your Bugatti?
Your Bugatti, man.
Mine,
but no, this is
orange. Mine is orange. I've got a few. One is orange. One is blue. One is gray.
Yeah, this is Belova Lunar Pilot. And it's like $500, 550, 560.
Yeah, man, 560.
But that's cheap.
But Will, are you a bad man though, as Top G would say, with all those watches and jewelry?
Are you a top G?
Yeah, Top G, Will.
Well, I mean, technically, I am a top G. I'm in the one because of my height, because of my build, because of my income. I'm in the top half percentile of men. So.
Drop down and give me 20 push-ups.
Top G.
Prove you're a top G.
Prove you're top G, bro.
6'5",
20 push-ups.
make six
right
figures
now.
a year.
20 push-ups right now. Prove you're a top G.
20 push-ups right now to prove I'm a top G. You wouldn't be able to see me.
Ready?
I'll do it. Okay.
Don't you like a camera angle?
Will, man.
You wouldn't even be able to see me.
Are you a bad man though, as Andrew Tate said? He once said in an interview, "They call me, I'm a bad man." That's what he said.
He's literally said.
I have been known to fight now and then. I'd rather not fight, but if so, for me, my mom calls it there's a bulldog switch. Okay, so I have this bulldog.
Get back to the dog. I told you, Will got that
that
dog.
pops out.
Got that dog in him.
So I have this switch, and when the switch gets flipped, you need to give me a little bit of space because I'm a little bit. I just can kind of just.
See, Danny, there go your center back right there.
So if you go around Will,
there go your center back right there.
No center back, no, none of that. You just walk next to Son, or next to Will. Say anything bad about Son, you gotta give him the space, bro.
No, so like this guy. So this guy calls me out at the bar, right? Trying to call me out on my glasses. Most guys, hold on. Most guys,
overrated.
Most guys would have gotten in a fist fight, or they would have like gotten scared and ran away. I didn't. I just sat there and called him out on his own BS. I was like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. Right? Called him out. Just straight minerals. And then I kind of slid closer to him, but I'm kind of leaning on the bar. I slide a little bit closer, and I said, if you got a problem, you can just stop talking. And then I stood up, and he's like, you're a big dude. I said, yeah, I'm a big dude. It's like, let me buy you a drink. I was like, good idea.
Off the field doctor, man. You couldn't handle the minerals. You couldn't handle the minerals from Will, man.
But I am a big dude. I'm 6'5", 210 pounds. Like I'm not fat, so I can stretch the sleeves out on my jacket.
Yeah, man. Exactly, man. Like how you mud the Spurs fans on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't back down. Like I have this. I don't get scared. I don't know why. I don't.
It's because you're an alpha. That's what they say, eh?
Now just imagine Will, Romero, and Longley in the back.
That's right. I should have done it, dude. In fact, I'm very disappointed that
top four saved.
So I played football as a kid, and I played center back, and I played goalkeeper, and unfortunately at that time it wasn't just popular in American culture. I stuck with basketball, but at 6'5", I'm short for basketball, way too short, and especially for the position that I played, which was like power forward center. Yeah. And when I got into college, I went to a couple trials and for different colleges, and the guys in my position were like 6'10", and,
is it me or just
probably had a good 50-60 pounds on me.
Is it just me or is every one of these streams ends with us telling each other our height?
It's just you.
Okay. The other day I had a stream with one guy who was trying to convince me that I'm not 5'5", I'm 5'7".
Yeah, that's
right. Yeah.
Listen.
My 14-year-olds are bigger than you.
Come on, bro. Listen, Will, yeah.
Damn.
Will, bro, man's 17, yeah, and I'm 6'3". You know what I mean?
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. He's a big dude. You just need to get a little bit of thickness on you. You need to eat more. Get to the gym.
Yeah, man.
Put some mass on.
Oi, Dan. Oi, Dan, man. You ain't got the minerals, Dan, bro.
How tall are you, Dan?
I've got more than minerals.
How old? Because you're in between my two boys in age. How tall are you?
Height? Yeah. I am
5 foot.
No, I'm not 5 foot. I'm pretty tall. But I don't know the exact height because I'm a fraud.
Just guess. Make a good guess.
5'7".
Don't cap.
5'7", I would say. 5'9".
Oh, you're taller than me?
5'9's tall. So you're what, 8th grade, right?
Actually, no. I am 5'9". I remember I measured myself like 2 weeks ago and I was 5'9".
Well, that's tall. You're for what? You're in 8th grade?
Yeah, he's the same. He's the same age.
9th grade. So yeah, you're 5'9". So my oldest is 5'10". He's in 9th grade as well. But you're an 08. He's an 07. But he's a late 07. And then
mine's just 5'9" and he's 13.
Yeah, my second son just turned 14 and he's like 5'8", 5'9". And then my youngest, he's gonna be the tallest though, boy. This kid's 11 and he's probably, his mom's 5'7" and he's maybe 2 inches shorter than him, so 5'5". 11, 5'5". 11 and he's Elias' height. That kid's gonna be big.
Elias, this is bullying at this point.
But my point in saying that is that if I played football as a kid, and I should have stayed with that. Like, this is what I try to do with my boys, right? Like, I try to look at their physical attributes, and regardless, like, I would never push my oldest son to play basketball. He just doesn't have the build. He'll never be that tall, right? Like, and he's horrible with his hands. So, but he's really good at football. So I push them. Like, even if you would have said, I want to play basketball, I'm like, nope, not going to pay the money. Waste the money.
You called the sport the name that it actually is.
Football.
My respect.
Football, man.
Dan, I've been calling it football while you used to were calling it soccer. Do you remember that we started streaming around the same time, my man?
I never in my life called it soccer.
And one of your other two channels when you first started back in 2021.
I get into scraps in school.
Now you get into scraps in school.
Because of kids calling it soccer.
Exactly,
they're
bro.
like, actually, it's called football.
It's football, mate. Do you know what I mean?
It's called football. It's not that hard. It's a ball.
It's a round ball, mate. It's not rugby. It ain't rugby, mate, isn't it?
Thank you, Madly. Thank you.
But yeah, so that's what's happening there. Let's go around. Elias, what do you got going on?
Yeah, I'm
coming
doing
up?
a post-match show tonight, and you guys tomorrow evening, I suppose. Yeah, tomorrow evening I'll be doing a post-match show just to discuss some stuff. I got a fan from USA joining me as well. I don't know if you guys have seen this guy, Aryan from We Are Tottenham TV. He usually come in and talk.
Oh yeah, of course. That's
Yeah, he'll
the
be
Ben
joining
Davis fanboy.
Yeah, the Ben Davis fanboy. He'll be joining me for the post-match.
And this is for the guy at the casino, right? Like you said, I didn't have any Gucci's. Well, I've got two right here just sitting by.
Still going on about the glasses.
The trip.
No, because like the guy's like, you don't have any Gucci's. You're wearing Ray-Bans. Like, bro, I've got Gucci's up my butthole, right? Like these are just. I have so many Gucci's. I get two of the exact same frame in different colors. One silver, one gold. That's how many Gucci's.
Drip is forever, man. Drip is forever.
He's got that drip.
Just dripped up, bro. Dripping and
flexing there.
Flex,
No,
bro.
There's three. There's a couple things that I collect. I collect sunglasses. I collect watches, and I collect like chains. Not necessarily gold chains. Some gold, mostly silver.
Yeah, man.
I'm pretty sure he does have a question in his mind. That's why he came.
Trix is back, man. Où étais-tu, frère?
He has a question. Probably.
Dietrich, what's up?
Dietrich, où est-ce que t'étais, mon gars?
Now we can.
On peut t'entendre.
What's going on with the thing here, bro?
Dietrich, frère. Mon micro.
Tu peux m'entendre?
Ouais, on peut t'entendre, frère.
Yo, what's up, guys?
So what's your question?
I don't have a question. I don't know why people are saying I have a question. Never said
Usually when you
asked
like that,
me.
usually
You did ask me where. You asked me where I got these.
The man doesn't own his pets. The man doesn't own his pets.
The watches
man
or
does
the
not own his
glass?
pets.
The glass case.
For me,
Don't
it's
answer
more
his
the
questions.
watches. The
Okay,
watches
I'll do a
is-
review on the watch case itself for you. Will that
Do
work?
not answer his questions. Don't
did you
answer
get-
his questions. He doesn't own his bets.
Wait, no, stop.
talking to this fraud.
I'm the fraud. You're the one that said Richarlison's the best, is one of the best players.
Oh boy.
When did I say that? When
You
did I
said
say
he should-
Richarlison?
Bro, let me find out that tweet.
Wait, stop. You said he should start. No, he's the 60 million player on Twitter, and he should start. It's even quoted, and we'll
You
store
see
it
how
on
this
the
guy
tweet.
backtracked? You see how this guy backtracked? He started by saying, "You're the one that said Richarlison was the best player in the world." When did I say that? No, you the one that said Richarlison.
The best
was not.
backup, didn't you say he
When
was
did
the
I
best
say that?
backup?
No. Yeah, well, he is the best backup.
Okay, sorry, my bad. You said he was the best backup.
He's a
In one
great backup.
universe, he's the best backup.
Well, wow. Name me one better backup than Richarlison.
Alvarez.
Bryce wants to know when you're doing your bet when you're doing your forfeit.
I'm not doing my forfeit. That's not gonna happen. I hate
It's
this.
fraudulent. Nah, you can continue to ask me about the Richarlison stuff.
But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with the Arsenal kit that you bought?
Frère, tu dois porter le maillot. Tu dois porter le maillot rouge et
There
blanc.
was a t-shirt. I'm not gonna wear it.
S'il te plaît,
It's in my room.
Just take a picture. Just
Fais
take a
ton pari.
picture.
Fais
Use
ton
it instead
pari,
of this
frère.
fake picture.
Is it still snow on the ground up there, Dietrich?
It's like minus. No, it's like -1 outside.
Oh, you still
not-
got snow on the. There's no snow on the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
Because you could have thrown it in a snow pile and
Yeah,
pissed
man.
on it,
You're
and then take a
bro.
video while you're pissing on
You're
the Arsenal
you're
shirt.
defense, man. Like, qu'est-ce que c'est ça de le
Oh,
faire?
that is a disgrace.
Oui ou non?
The Jeffrey
Well, I'm
Dahmer
not gonna
series
do
is
it.
gonna have a season 2 and a season 3.
What?
Nobody
He
wants
died.
that. Nobody
He
wants
died.
that.
He died
No,
at the end. What
The
was gonna be
Netflix
a
series.
series
The
two?
Netflix series.
Yeah,
Which
but
one?
but at the last episode he died.
I didn't
What
finish
was
it.
was series two?
They
I
have
thought Jeffrey
announced,
Dahmer went to prison. I didn't know he
they've
did.
announced
did.
that
Yeah, he
there's,
died.
they've announced that
Guys,
there's
why
gonna
are
be
you
a
Did he
season
die in
2.
prison?
Why are you
Yeah, they
spoiling
killed him
the
in
show?
prison.
Nobody's spoiling the show. I'm just saying.
It's been
there's gonna
out
be
for like a
season 2 and
year.
season 3.
Yeah, it's been for
I
years.
Which
haven't
series
seen
is
it.
that? Which series is that?
If you
Dahmer.
If you haven't watched it
What
already,
is
you
up
just
with this
deserve to be
camera
spoiled.
today, dude? I hate.
I think the person that is focusing on is just so
It's just it wants that focus on that logo. I don't know
No,
why.
'cause this-
Because this
no,
camera's
'cause
supposed to have an eye lock, and that doesn't
Yeah.
have any eyes.
your
No,
head is
'cause
so
I
bald
just-
that it's just not focused.
No, it's
Probably
so
the
shiny that, like,
shininess.
Like I could understand if like my head was turned to the side or something and it couldn't track the eye, but I'm just sitting here and then all of a sudden it'll jump over my shoulder and grab that guy back there.
Maybe you look like Graham Potter.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you want me? I like this box. I have two different boxes. I'll do a review on both of them for you, Dietrich.
Oh,
So I
one,
found,
one
on
is
Amazon, the one that they turn, the watches turn.
yeah, I got one. I got one that turns too. It's wood. It's actually a very nice one, and it holds 4 watches, and it auto winds them. And then at the bottom, it has like a 12-watch slot. That one's upstairs in my room. That has watches. This is my the ones that I've already like planned the reviews on. So.
Yeah. Hey man, full of rolling.
Why is it here and not in
Pretty
your
much Will just made this stream to get all his anger from the game and just flex on every single person on
It's
this
not a
channel.
flex. First of all, not only do I have to do a video on them, because if I don't do on a video, then I can't deduct them from my taxes. But 2, if I do a video on them, I can deduct them from my taxes. So
Wait, I thought you say he flexes. Aren't you the same guy that flexed how much the ticket cost?
I never
This
flexed
guy
that.
will-
I complained.
Wait, it's a
but I'm
flex.
gonna tell you right now, this is the most expensive watch that I have.
The Apple.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
it's-
have high dollar watches. All my
Oh, you should
I
be-
like micro brands. This is the most expensive watch that I have.
So
Oh,
Will,
you
if
should
you want to
explain
do
by
a
yourself.
product review, you can actually deduct it from your taxes. Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna buy a refrigerator and I'm gonna deduct it from my taxes.
Exactly. Or even the shank I have.
You
to
can,
track
Dan,
it.
your channel's monetized now, right? Oh, you haven't hit 1,000 yet. But once it's monetized,
I'm neither.
right? Well, you can't. I don't know if you'll need to because you probably won't be making enough money. You're young enough that you don't really necessarily have to file taxes. So you only have to file taxes if you make a certain amount of income in a year, unless you get an actual job.
Oh, seriously?
But-
No way. So if I make
Yeah.
if I make an absurd amount of money of YouTube, probably not.
Then you'll have to do taxes. Yeah, it doesn't matter your
That's
age.
mad. No way.
Yeah, you'll have to pay taxes. But when you do that,
I didn't even know that.
this suit jacket that I'm wearing, everything that you see me doing right now for the production of this show is tax deductible.
It's tax deducted.
Everything in the back,
Yeah.
all the
Because
cameras.
I could get that scarf back
lights.
there. That scarf back there, right there. Just because I have it in the background, it could be deducted from my taxes.
Yeah, if you bought it this year, calendar year.
Okay, that's good.
yo,
Yeah,
This is
because
a learning
it's
too.
part of your. It's an expense that is used in the production of a show.
Exactly.
So if I do a review on this watch, it's part of it. Purchased it for making content. That's what I make money on. Even if I don't make a lot of money on my YouTube channel, I could be in the negative $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a year. Doesn't matter. I could deduct all of that.
So wait, I have a question. Do you have to show them the clip that you made a
So you
video
can just
about?
No.
your
put it in the
watches?
audit, right?
Only if I got audited, right? Like if they were to get audited and be like, "Oh, yeah, like you bought all those watches for YouTube. Let's see it." And then I show them the video, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, exactly. All that stuff like will be reduced on like your.
So if you buy a football club and put it on YouTube, that you
So what
buy
happens?
for like,
This guy just wants to spend a lot of money on watches, and he's just like, actually,
Why don't you
I
guys
don't want to
spend?
spend all this money.
Yeah,
but-
why do you think? Hold on. Why do you think all the big YouTubers are doing, or big watch sellers are doing YouTube channels? Why do you think? For fun?
No, for money.
monetization.
No.
For
monetization, but it's all tax deductible. Everything they bought, if they review a watch on their show, it's done.
Exactly, Will. Don't forget Sanucci. Even Sanucci, that chain thing, is the sponsor football contenters.
I want to buy one of those, the Tottenham chain. I love
Like
that.
Dan, if you took videos of you at practice, your parents could deduct. You could deduct your club cost. If you did a vlog of you playing football at your club, you could deduct the cost of your club from your taxes.
I did do a vlog on that not too long ago.
That's what I'm saying. Those are expenses. The travel to and from. You traveling to England and going watch Spurs, and the cost of the tickets, the plane tickets, the hotel, all tax deductible.
All tax deductible, bro.
I did say I've learned more on this stream than I've ever learned in my life.
It's why I'm a top G.
Exactly. Don't listen to the numbers.
Like,
Will.
why go to school when you have Will 365?
Exactly. Exactly. What's the point? Will.
It's a good motto. Why go to school?
Well, can you be my accountant? Can you be my accountant, please?
No. I'm not going to be your
He would, Dietrich, if you owned your bets.
Exactly,
if you owned your bets, there might be a chance that he would.
Will, listen.
You're the same guy that said Richardson should start with
Exactly.
That is not even comparable.
Yo, Dietrich, bro. You even said the Arsenal on the real view.
Okay, so here, Bryce, here's another tax step for people that don't know.
My goodness.
Well, he's not wrong here, right? So if you own your own business, which a YouTube channel is technically considered your own business, right? You can legally pay your family members, your direct household members, a salary, and that salary can be deducted from your taxes every year, up to $11,000 per person. So you could literally claim 11 grand on your wife and all of your 3 children as tax deductions as well.
Let's clip it and send it to Will's
No,
wife.
no. Well, go on the next comment. The next comment.
Go on the next comment, bro.
Can you be my daddy? I already am, Bryce.
He's your father, bro. Jeez, man. He's the Don Dada. You know what I'm saying?
THFC is my son.
The IRS is seasoned stream. No, the IRS doesn't know.
Did any of you Does anybody else on the stream realize? Did any of you see the penalty that should have been given right before the halftime break?
Yeah, the handball.
The handball.
The handballs thing.
Yeah.
I know we were crap in the last few minutes, and we definitely just didn't deserve to walk away with the win. But how is that not given as a handball? I have no clue.
I didn't even see it.
I mean, it's fair and fun.
I'll send it to you. I'll send the clip to you.
You will, bro. Question. Do you think that they should have fouled Michael Keane and to not let him do a Lionel Messi strike?
Should have closed them down. That's what they should have.
I'll send you the clip on Twitter. Will.
Should have at least closed them down.
Send me as well, then.
Yes, you do have to issue 1099s.
Yeah, you do have to.
Yeah.
Should they have fouled Michael Keane in the build-up? Right? Would you agree?
Dude, this is all legal. I'm not joking around. These are all legit deductions.
We Dietrich, quoi?
Why do you think rich people don't pay taxes? I have to say.
Yo, Will, listen to Dietrich. Yeah, he's gonna answer something.
No, I said the Keane shot. Like, who would have thought he was taking that shot, and it went that way? It was a 0.02 xg.
It was deflected off Sanchez, by the way.
So this space that I use for my studio is a business space that counts. I can deduct that from the square footage from the rent. So you take the entire square footage of the house, you divide that by, to the cost of the house payment. Boom, you add that per whatever square foot that is. How many square feet is this office? You take that, tax deductible. Internet, phone, things
everything.
you do, computers, all that stuff. It's tax deductible, people. Right? That's why.
The deductible.
Yeah.
Will, even your editors. Do you have editors or?
I don't. I edit them on my own stuff, or I just don't edit. I just do live streams for the most part because I'm lazy.
Well, I figured out is what StreamYard did with the layup. That like now you've got the layout that you've got now.
Yeah.
Did they do that recently? Because I've bought my StreamYard membership yesterday, and I'm like, what the hell has happened? And then I go on YouTube, and everybody else has a new layout. They did this recently.
Yeah, it's like last week.
It's a new thing.
Why did they do this before? It was so much more convenient.
Because there's this new one. There's this new streaming service that came out. It's called like EV Max or EV something, EV Max, and it's like free. They have paid plans too, which I might end up switching, to be honest with you, because you can have up to 12 guests on the show, whereas now I can only have 9 plus myself, right? So I could get an extra 3 or 4 guests. Or 2 guests, an extra 2 guests total on the show. So, and then they allowed you to do all of this stuff. In fact, it's like StreamYard had a baby with OBS, and you can set up scenes, and then you can have transitions in between the scenes. So even with the changes that StreamYard's done, and then their professional plan's $10 a month cheaper than StreamYard is for their pro plan.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So this is
And now your
StreamYard
StreamYard is
on
tax
StreamYard.
deductible since you did a review of it.
StreamYard's always been tax deductible, so you don't have to review it. Like for me, like what I wear, I don't have to review because I'm wearing it in each stream. But this here, right? If I do a review on it, it's tax deductible.
What's it called? This stream that We Are Tottenham TV use?
Rendezvous.
Rendezvous, yeah,
Rendezvous.
but that's garbage.
Yeah,
that's a
that's the
pain in the
worst
ass.
one. I hope it's not like this one, the one that you just.
No,
talked
it's like
about.
it's just pretty much just like StreamYard. So the back end looks almost exactly the same. Am I in the fashion industry?
Bryce playing old Bryce.
I'm just drippy. I'm just drippy AF.
He's just drippy, man. But again, don't want to go back to things, Will. Yeah. Like you didn't answer my question. Would you have fouled him? Would you have told your DM or a midfielder to foul the one that ran in the midfield?
I think Skip was on a yellow, so it wouldn't have been Skip that did it. But yeah, probably Højbjerg should have probably put a body on him for sure. I think that's Højbjerg's side too.
Exactly. Dan, would you have fouled Michael Keane?
What?
Would you have fouled Michael Keane?
For the goal.
For the goal.
He just kind of walked out. He just walked in there and just they backed away, backed away.
I'm
and
so
It was like
what is going on right now?
No, he's asking, would you have fouled Michael Keane if you were a ref on the build up to that goal that he
Not the ref, a player.
Is he asking if I would have filed his cocaine?
No.
Oh,
Fouled him.
Technical foul.
Fouled who?
Keane, the guy that scored the goal against us today.
I'm an absolute idiot, bro. I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot, bro.
We know.
How did I hear that?
We
Would
know,
you have
Dan.
fouled him? Yes or no, Dan?
Bro, is your name Sean Butler?
I wouldn't have fouled them, but I would have made a tackle and an attempt to win the ball. The problem is we do this so many times where we just give them space, and we do this like ballerina move where we grab our hands right and we put it behind our back, and we start moving like this backwards with our shoulders moving left, right, moving backwards.
Yeah, doing the gun lean.
I
Left,
don't know why we do
right.
that all the time, and then we give them.
It's getting hot in here.
We give them 15 yards of space, and then we get surprised. When shut up, you don't own your bets. And then we get surprised when he shoots from like 15 yards out and he scores. Of course he's gonna score. Eric Dow's like all the way by the goal line.
No, Dan, wait. Did you see the reaction you had? Boy, you're such a fraud, bro. You're a fraud. I don't want to hear you ever again.
What
You're a
reaction?
fraud.
I don't want you coming at me. You don't own your bets, mate. Shush it. Don't want to hear it, mate. You do
Bro,
not own your bets.
You think you're English?
Zip it, Dietrich, zip it, zip it.
Zip it, Dietrich. Zip it.
You're the same guy that thinks you're from England, not the US.
What?
You're the same guy that thinks you're from England. That your country's England. You're the
You don't
fraud,
own your bets. You don't own your bets.
bro. Chill.
Fais semblant d'être anglais, n'est-ce pas, Dietrich?
Why can't you just wear an Arsenal kit? I don't understand it. You own your bet, man. I don't know why it's so difficult. You would get so much more respect from everybody else if you would just own your bet.
What was the bet again of the R9? What was
That's
the
right,
bet again
Bryce.
that you made?
Take you to the gun show.
If you don't make top 4, you're gonna do the R9.
No,
haircut.
you're changing it.
Yeah,
you're
you
changing
did.
It.
No,
You're
no,
changing
you
it.
did. You
You're
did.
changing it.
No,
You're
no, you
changing
did. If we
it.
don't make
You're
top
changing
4.
If you don't want the Arsenal kit, I won't get the R9 cut.
No,
I'm getting the tattoo. People always think I'm not getting it. I'm gonna get it. Trust me.
You said you would.
Get it
you
in May is
said
what I said.
On football service, if we don't make top 4, you're gonna get the R9 haircut.
I said top 5.
No, you said top 4.
You
Clip
said
it.
top 4. Then you said
Clip
top
it.
You
4.
lie, you said top 4, man.
You said top 4, mate. So you
Then
Fuck.
I got the clip, by the way.
you're in the
If
woods,
you
mate.
don't
You're
own
in
your
the
bet,
woods.
He's
if
clipped
you-
it.
If you don't own your bet, I'm not gonna own mine.
But
I can
if
tell you
do
which
the
stream
R9
as well. It's the last watch along that he did with on his
If
channel.
you do the R9
Said that.
haircut, if we don't make top 4, I swear I'm gonna wear the shirt and I'm gonna hair dry my hair
That's
red.
not how it
It's
works.
gonna be red.
I
It's gonna
can't
be
trust
red.
you. I can't trust you because you made the bet in the first
No,
place.
no,
and you
no,
didn't.
no. I don't honor my bets, but this time I swear I'm being honest. During Ramadan, I'm being honest. If we don't make top 4, I'm gonna wear the shirt and I'm gonna put my hair red. It's gonna
Exactly.
be
Bro,
red.
And you're gonna say we're Arsenal, the greatest ever team.
Clip it. I'm gonna clip that part right
Clip
here.
it, clip
I'm
it.
gonna hit the rewind clip button.
Clip it.
Look at bro.
Backtrack saved, baby.
Exactly. He got caught in 4K, man.
Why do you
I got
do
this
it?
new
I'm
thing, by the way. I got this new toy that if I wanted to, it'll stream like a TikTok or a YouTube vertically. And then if I hit a button on my stream deck, it'll actually go back for 2 minutes.
Exactly.
And record it.
Am I
and
the only person that Twitter, the logo of Twitter has become a dog?
No,
No,
they're not
in my
colorful.
Twitter also has a dog. I don't know why.
It
Why?
is. Huh?
It's a bird.
Because
I swear if we don't finish them.
because
No, but
Elon Musk
listen,
decided that he wanted to have it as a dog.
Elon Musk, man, he's a brown envelope, man.
I don't understand how this guy could just go. I want to have it as a dog. And
I don't know,
why-
dude. I like Elon Musk. If you want, like the way that he trolls people and stuff, it's hilarious.
I like Elon Musk. I like Elon Musk. I'm just confused with the dog part.
Exactly, man. He's a madman.
What's a dog got to do?
He's
with
taking away
anything?
blue checks, man. Come on, I love it.
I got a blue check because of Elon Musk.
There you go.
There you go.
Because you're a star. People say that only stars get blue checks, apparently.
Only mugs get pay for blue checks.
No, so the blue check, I thought you have to pay for it. It's not like you can just
Yeah, you get Twitter Blue. But the funny thing is, I had Twitter Blue. I got into Twitter Blue a long time ago before you got anything special for it, and it was $5.99. I'm locked in on that. So all you silly guys got to pay $11.99 now, where I'm getting a blue check for $5.99. That's what happens when you get on the board early.
It's just for a blue check. It's just for a blue check, man. Like, I'm not paying for that.
I already had Twitter Blue, so I just got it.
What were you paying for it? Like, what were you paying for it for? Like,
Because you can edit the tweets. Actually, right now, Twitter Blue's great because you're not limited to that 250. If you have Twitter Blue and you have a blue check, you're not limited to the text count. So you could type a book
This
if you
guy might
wanted
have
to.
it, yeah. This guy might have it as well. He doesn't have a blue check.
It's 8.75.
I just don't understand why
Canadian to
anybody would
$5
pay
US.
for Twitter Blue. Like, I'm gonna look.
I got to cut out.
You can edit tweets.
Later,
like,
man.
I'm not gonna pay.
Big up, bro.
I'm not
We're
gonna
ending
pay.
here.
I'm not gonna pay $84 a year. I'm not gonna pay. Big up to yourself. I'm not gonna pay $96 a year to be able to edit my tweets. I'm sorry.
I got a job, Dan. I can pay $10 a month. I'm not 14, man. When you get to be, look, when I was your age, $100 seemed like a lot of money. Oh yeah, it's a good amount of money.
$100
Dude,
is a lot of money.
Dude, I poop $100 every day.
We all do.
We all do, bruv.
Yeah.
Money doesn't go
$100
from trees, though.
Of course, like if you
$100
count your
is
meals, it's like around
My
there.
kids are so dang spoiled, dude. My son went on this trip this weekend for he's in ROTC, and it was like the senior trip, and he got invited by all the seniors can invite individual people, and he got invited. So they're just at Myrtle Beach having a good time.
I went to
And,
Universal the other day.
I paid $150 for him to go on this trip, and then he tells me the day before he leaves, Dad, we need gas money to get down there. I'm like, okay. And then he's like, all the other kids are bringing $300-$400 for events and stuff. All I've got's $80. I'm like, get out of here, you little shithead. Right?
He's an absolute one.
Yeah, he's like, he just thinks that Dad's the ATM, man. He just comes up to me and just pumps me up with some cash.
A
But
grumpy
I guess
grandpa
that's
on the chat
what
is right.
all the kids think, right?
A grumpy grandpa on the chat is right. $100 is a lot of money.
No, it's not. $100 ain't
No,
nothing.
when you make
All right, Will. So
No,
if
no,
it's that
Dan.
little, if it's that little, prove it and send me.
You want me to send you $100,
My
Dan?
cash app is.
What am I getting for the $100, Dan?
Dan, look at his setup. Look
Yeah,
at
and
his
Eric, they're a t-shirt.
You'll
That's what
get to
you'll
prove
get.
your point. You get to prove your point that you poop $100 every day.
I'll
'Cause if
send
poop
you
a-
I'll send you a white Casio for your birthday next year, Dan.
This guy Dan,
No,
you're
no,
the
no, I'm
most
taking the piss, I'm
spoiled
taking the
kid.
piss.
You're the most spoiled kid on YouTube.
I'm
You're the
joking,
most
I'm
spoiled kid on YouTube.
Exactly,
You
bro.
did
How
it.
am I spoiled, Maggie?
You're very
I paid for
spoiled.
StreamYard. Wait, this is the funny
You
thing. You see them
skipped. You skipped school to go watch a Spurs game and do the skywalk and the stadium tour.
I
Exactly.
didn't miss.
All
And get
the
the
I
banner.
missed one day of school, Maggie. I missed one day of school, Maggie. Come
You
on,
didn't
like
miss one
people go on
school.
family trips. Family trips exist. You know that, right? Have you ever heard of them? There's this
No,
thing
not
where
all
you
the
like
way
go
London.
on trips with your family, and
Not
you
to
might miss
London.
school 1 or 2 days. You might have never heard of them, but they do
Let me-
exist.
What
Like
did you
these
do
things
at
do like how like, I'm not like I pay for my StreamYard account. I pay for
And whose money is
micro.
it?
I paid for this microphone. I paid for that camera.
Whose money is it?
My money.
You get
Where
money
did
for
you get
Christmas.
money?
Your money. Look,
Every Christmas and every birthday, I save the money.
Like
and buy
that
equipment.
Will's son
But
can
how-
also say that it's his money.
Yeah, but how was this? I'm saying, like my kids for their birthdays probably get $260 for every birthday and Christmas.
Oh
Wow, pocket money. Like Dan. When I was living in Africa, yeah, in Rwanda, and by the way,
But that's not a lot.
it reminded me of when you talked about the pocket money thing, yeah. Like every time my grandpa would give me like 1,000 like Rwandese francs. It's just nothing. It's just
True.
one paper that has 1,000 on it. Don't get excited, yeah. And every time my mom would nick it for me. You know when your parents nick your pocket money, that's your grandpa. And
My
parents.
wife steals my kids' pocket money sometimes.
Going off mad crazy.
I always make her pay it back. But my wife is like that though. Or she gets like, say they break something or they lose something, she'll make them pay like double the cost of it. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like an iPhone charging cable or something. They've broke it from
lagging so
goofing
hard right
around.
now.
It's not lagging. Then
For me, it is.
you need to get new internet. So she'll charge. You owe me $30, and I'm like, dude, you can get it on Amazon for like you can get like 4 for like $10. What are you doing? Charge her $30. Give it back. But it's because they don't respect things because their life's too easy. Like I'm not even kidding. Like if you were to go look in my kid's closet, he's probably got he's got racks of boots. I think Dietrich has seen the pictures, dude. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, when you made the 1,000 message about
Full of
the
boots,
difference
man.
of boots.
Yeah.
Dietrich, man. Dietrich, bro. Like, Will has to know also how African parents love, like, stealing, like, money from...
I'm gonna reload and come back in because the stream is lagging like crazy.
All right, Dan. You're not lagging on our side.
Yeah,
but-
Dietrich, man. Did your parents ever, like, get, like, pocket money from you?
I'll be honest with you. My parents never gave me money, like cash. It was mostly if I wanted something, they would buy it.
There you go.
They
No,
never gave me money.
my parents at
Never.
one point, like,
Lagging even more now.
when we were back in Pakistan,
You're
yes,
not lagging for us, Dan. So just keep going, bro.
Big up, Dan.
They really spoiled me. Like my dad really spoiled us when we were back in Pakistan. But when we came to Malaysia, then you have to really work. And then I was quite young when I started working, like 16, around that age. And then you realize that, okay, there's a value for money and there's a value for the things you have. And then that's where you start learning the value of the things. And
one thing that my dad pissed me off, he never wanted to buy me some nice like football boots. Never. He never wanted.
See,
to
I'm kind of that way with my kids on like games stuff. Like my son wants.
Even
so I have
video
a gaming laptop that I run my streams off of, and he wants to buy it from me. He tells me I need to get a new one. He wants to buy mine so that he can play video games. I'm like, no.
yeah, because there's no value.
I don't give him. I mean, there is. I mean, if you're good enough at gaming, like if they wanted to start making content, like gaming YouTube or something like that, then I'd probably consider it. But like I don't do that. But if it's something that they're doing for their future, like say football for my son or music for my middle son, I'll go out and buy. And I'm the kind of dad where I go a little bit crazy, maybe probably more than I should. Instead of just going buying my son who's trying to learn the piano, like a $100, $200, Casio or something, I go and buy the $1,000 electric piano that's got like.
Finally, it stopped lagging. It stopped lagging.
Finally, it stopped lagging. But Will, like, would you even pay the studio? Would you even pay for your son to go studio?
Yeah, if he wanted to get into studio recording, I would I'd pay for it. Yeah, I'd build it for him.
No, yeah.
See, even I don't ever do anything. I'm not a top G and like flexing. Like my cameras aren't $3,000 and $5,000 each. They're like $1,000. So they're not 500, which is like entry level, but they're like 1,000.
Damn, you shitting on my $500 camera.
And no, I got 2 of them, man. I'm the one that told you to get them. But mine with the lenses costs more than that. They cost about 8, right? Because they have new different lenses. But I don't do entry level, and I don't do high end, right? Like I don't buy a Range Rover HSE luxury edition at $150,000-$60,000. I'll go buy the $60K one, right?
Go bang average. I missed the box.
But not the 31. Not the I'm a mid-level.
But Will, it's like buying a Fiat instead of a Ferrari.
No, my parents, no lie, they would buy the nice cars, but they will never buy like the entertainment.
The top, yeah, because like for me, I think there's
never.
Yeah, I think there's a diminishing return, right? So like there's a difference between a $30,000 car and a $60,000 car. There's a big difference, right? Interior. When you go from 60 grand, 69,000, brand new I'm talking, to 150, there's not a big jump. It's just a name that's slapped on the side of it. Right? There's the inside
engine, like there's a difference.
There's not a whole, if you're getting into like sports cars, but when I'm talking about like SUVs, what's the difference in an SUV between $70,000 with a V8 and a $150,000 with, example, you've got a Range Rover HSE luxury, which is like 150, right? And or then a G-Wagon. What's the difference?
No, but G-Wagon's 160 and the other one is shit. Range Rover is shit, so there's a difference.
There's no. I mean, the body style is different. But what's the difference between a Range Rover Invoque, and a Range Rover HSE? There's size difference.
Size difference, but but it's a shit car at the end of the day. Both of them are shit.
Look, for me, I would rather. I just like. There's a diminishing. It's like a hockey stick. There's a diminishing level of return, right, on luxury goods. So, for example, I don't want to spend $1,000 for a Cartier glasses when I can get, just as good quality ones from like Da Vinci or Gucci for like $3.
Oh, for like $3.
Like $300, right? Why would you pay $1,000 for Cartier? But why? Because it says Cartier right here. Like, why would you? There's just wire frames and glass. Right?
Yeah, but your job can influence like which one you have to buy. It kind of does. Like if you're a lawyer, you have to buy like the nice one. You have to come on the porch like good, like a nice suit, not like a person that.
Yeah, but you can go get a Burberry suit for like $1,000, right? Why would you go buy one that costs you 10? It's just clothes there at that point, right? Like there's a difference in quality. There's a difference in quality between the $30 handbag that you go buy at Walmart and the $500 handbag that you go buy at Coach, right? But there's not that big of a difference between the $500 handbag at Coach and the $6,000 handbag at Louis Vuitton. There's not a huge difference.
No, it's just the name.
Yeah, it's just the name. That's all you're repping.
But anyway, man, like Will, do you like DJing and stuff like that? Because I've seen you have like a table of...
Exactly.
You do?
Sorry, what?
Will? You like DJ? Like DJing?
No, it's just a sound.
Do I like to DJ?
Yeah.
No, I've never gotten into DJing myself. I used to do some studio recording. I was in bands and stuff like that, but I never did DJing per se.
Will just goes around in his day-to-day life, right? He'll just be in the mall and he'll go to a coffee store and they'll be like, "We don't have milk to make your coffee." He'll pull out his sound pad and he'll press the button.
You did make that joke earlier.
It stays right here. It's literally
the number of
the desk. Sorry?
You even had it in your car in that one stream.
I didn't have it in my car in that one stream. That was somebody else.
Will, right or not right? That one stream, the one that was making the noises wasn't me, and it was Lee.
Yeah, that's true. I thought it was you at first. I thought you got a new tour and you were playing with it. But Lee, yeah, it was Lee. But what were you saying, Minerals? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I was saying your studio reminds me of like when you had like when a DJ has all those instruments and stuff like that.
Oh, I do. So this is just my studio, and then over there in that room over there, we have a music room, and there's drums, guitars.
This guy, my Avi, yeah, he was a rapper, right? And he passed away. It's that guy that I shown you the music about. He's called Jay Polly. He died in 2021.
Dan, people got advice for you in the chat.
So I was pop punk, and the band was called Lucky 13.
Hey, punk, you know.
What advice?
Skate punk. Surf
Dan,
punk.
since you're young, Dan, since you're young, I'm going to step in and say, don't get influenced by all the luxury goods convo. Save your money. No,
I could probably find a song.
I know you.
Yeah, man.
There's extras to have.
Buy real estate, build a business, invest in
Like, try the one called Malaika.
Bull music. No offense, Minerals. Your rapper's garbage. No offense, but he is garbage.
He done hip hop.
Boy, he's dead. I swear he's dead. Though.
He passed away, man, because of too much drugs. By the way.
Yeah, of course. I'm not surprised. But he's a rapper.
Who died?
This guy on my album.
On his picture.
I knew him when I was 5 years old. By the way.
You knew him personally?
Yes, because like there was another like Urban Boys, yeah, it was another band of three, yeah, that done an album shoot, yeah. Then he was invited, and then like after school, I went there because I was part of the VIP and the memberships, yeah. They celebrated their 6-year birthday, yeah, and he was on it, yeah, vibing on the launch of the album, and they even had some cake. You know what I mean? At 8 years old.
8 years old.
Nice.
Let's see, bottom left.
Have you
Wonder if
seen
I
the
can
league-
drag
the
and drop this.
League Tottenham kit? The home one is just atrocious.
Yeah, it's very atrocious.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I like it. It's not that bad. I like it, actually.
I'm not gonna lie. No, Dan. I'm not gonna lie. I prefer that kid than the one that you have.
This one is nicer. This one's more.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
What,
I
you
don't
like the
it.
Tetris one? You like the Tetris one?
It doesn't bother me. I swear. I don't find it that bad.
Gee, it's.
Oh, by the way, Dan, I just realized you haven't boycotted the jerseys, is it?
This was my
This is from DHgate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This was my pop punk band when I was a kid.
Well, what if you buy a kit from DHgate, and then you say, "This is tax deduction from the Tottenham Hotspur website." You do that.
I do what?
You get a kit from DHgate and then use it as tax deduction towards a kit from the Tottenham Hotspur website.
Yes. Yes, you
Really?
can.
You can just like trick everyone and say that this is from the Tottenham Hotspur website. Like, I just music thing.
This is my band when I was 16, 17. A little bit older than you, Dan.
That was bad, bro.
I prefer the song you made about Alex.
Oh yeah. Yo, Will, bro. What genre was it? Was it hip hop or drill?
Huh?
What instrument you used to play?
What instrument did I play? I played bass and I sang.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Will, like what genre was it? Was it drill or hip hop?
It's pop punk.
Oh.
What's it's called?
EYL279, yes, I am.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You gotta listen to it though. Like the chorus is really good. The bridge is even better.
I don't like the music too.
Not bad.
Stop lying, Ella is bad.
We were 16, man. 17. That's right. Early blink times. That's about that time.
I don't even understand what he's saying. But you can't
Sounds like the intro to Disney Channel.
It's too low. The volume's too low.
It sounds like an intro to a Disney Channel show.
I didn't put it on my soundboard, so I don't have slider control. It's just thrown in through the, you know.
I'm telling you, bros.
Just on the soundboard. That's the fastest way to put it in the stream. You got to listen to the bridge, though. The bridge is great. Coming up right about here.
Yo, but look, I've got to run. Big up to everybody on the panel. Big up to everybody in the chat. I've got to go.
Then you have school.
No, I don't have school, but I've got to go to bed.
What? It's 11:37.
It's gonna be.
Can you believe little kids wrote this stuff, man? I was a little kid. Like 3 years older than Dan.
It sucks.
Listen.
No, I'm just taking this.
Listen, yeah, done, yeah. Hopefully, go sleep, yeah. Good more done.
It's
You know
actually,
what I
not,
mean?
it's actually not bad, Will. It's actually not bad.
I know it's not bad.
Yeah, I like it, bro. I respect it, Will, bro. What a rapper, man.
But look, I've really got to run. I've really got to run. Big up to everybody in the panel. Big up to everybody in the chat.
What?
And then,
See you guys next time.
later, Danny.
As always, call on you Spurs.
Up the minerals.
Enoch out.
I didn't sing. I wasn't singing on that one. That's actually my brother-in-law now. Can you believe it? My bandmate married my sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did you not punch him in the face?
We were good friends. He's a good dude.
He's a good dude.
He's a banker now.
The banker, man. Okay,
So you
Will.
know his history before.
Huh?
You guys did some weird shit when you were young. I'm pretty
Nah, we were good kids.
Yeah, we're good. You're all good boys, bro.
You weren't a good kid.
You're a good kid. Yeah, were you a good kid when you were young?
No, he wasn't a good kid.
You
could tell.
You, I'm asking you.
I was a good kid, dude.
Okay, let's ask your mom since she's in the chat.
Ask her. I was a good kid. Mom, did I ever get in trouble? Like serious trouble. Not like talking back, but like serious trouble. Like
Will, are you related to Sebastian Coates, that defender that played with Liverpool? And
I have
Sporting?
no idea who that is, bro.
Sebastian Coates, remember that goal against QPR? Elias, he scored.
Sorry, I just lost you there.
You could.
Yeah, your mom said you were a good kid.
Yeah, I was a good kid. Since the time we met, I must admit my heart was yours. Belonged to you. That's my punk rock voice. Because the way you looked at me, I knew that we would always be together forever.
Do you have this on Spotify or YouTube or something?
Nope. Not on Spotify. This was before Spotify, dude. This was back in like 1997, man.
Whoa.
Oh dear, I was not even born then.
Yeah,
Yo, Will.
that's what I'm saying.
You will, bro. To put them on screens like audio map and Spotify to get some brown envelopes.
Get some brown envelopes. Hold on a second. I can't hear you. What were you saying?
Like, you should get it on Spotify or AudioMac and those platforms to get some brand envelopes, innit?
Yeah. I need to get some
Yeah,
brown
Will,
envelopes.
you should upload this on Spotify.
Well, there's two other guys in the band, right? So they would need to do it too.
Let's just
But,
ask them. I think they'll be okay.
yeah. Got one more that I can play. Some of them are corrupted, dude, unfortunately.
Will.
What?
Will, bro. Like, listen. Like, I think Spurs might need you because you add fire to the team.
Add fire to the team. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I could do for Spurs to add fire to them, but they don't. They don't want to have.
What would you do if you played for Spurs? Would you grip all the players?
Heck yeah, I would, dude. I am. You ever see that movie Rudy?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, Rudy Rudiger, the guy who played football for Notre Dame.
Yes.
That's me. That's the kind of heart that I have, man. I've got that heart, dude.
Yeah.
what would you do to Eric Dyer if you're his teammate?
I would punch him in the face.
There you go. Congratulations. If you want me to model anything on, just let me know.
Your son is a model.
My son used to be a model. Yeah.
It could be some
Yeah,
stuff.
they so this speaks.
Can't believe you're here, but you are. Well, we're glad you're here. That's me singing on the last two.
Wow, your voice has changed quite a lot.
Not that much. My speaking voice has maybe, but my singing voice hasn't changed that much. My brother-in-law now, he played guitar, I played the bass, and then this guy named Tony, he played the drums. He's a good drummer, dude. For his age, he's fast too. He's a really rich guy now, Tony.
Yeah, the drum roll is very good.
Yeah, but he got rich in like IT. So
Nice. That's your voice, right?
Huh?
This is your voice, right?
This is a what?
This is your voice, right? Is this your voice? This one?
This is, what?
What?
That is this.
You said, is this his voice?
This is your worst strike? Yeah, this is my voice. Yes, this is my voice.
Listen, imagine. But Will.
Yeah.
Like, if you're Eric Dyer's teammate, could you punch him up?
Yeah, of course. I'm way bigger than Eric Dyer.
Yeah, but the thing, if you punch him up, like that, maybe
I would have to punch him up, dude. Like Eric Dyer's like what, 6'3", 180 maybe?
Eric Dyer's height
6'5", 210.
1.88.
Yeah, but the issue, if you punch him, like the team might.
188 is like 6'3".
6'2", yeah.
6'2".
They might turn
Eric
against
Dyer is about the same size as my little brother, and you can ask my mom. I'd take my little brother out in a heartbeat. Tommy, I'd knock him out.
Are you the eldest among your brothers?
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Oh yeah.
How many brothers are you?
I got two brothers. I got two brothers, two sisters.
Oh, okay.
Hey, William. Sir William.
So you're the eldest of
That was
all,
actually my game name for a while, Sir William.
Oh, nice.
But I spelled it S-E-R instead of S-I-R. The old way. That was my gamer tag for a while, Sir William.
Yeah, man.
On
First
which platform?
on Twitch.
No, not on Twitch. I played Special Forces. It's a Korean first-person shooter.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Dietrich, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, what would you do a show? Like, if you had your own channel, would you be like Johnny Minerals, mudding the Spurs brown envelopes?
Well, I'll be honest. If I did a stream, I would probably punch my screen every single day because I would lose my mind with the comments. I hate this community, every single one of them.
All right, guys. Elias, your next show is, you said, tomorrow.
Tomorrow so it'll be 11. 11 a.m. UK time. So 11 p.m. UK time. tomorrow night. Yep.
And then Dietrich's Minerals, where are you going to be featuring next?
I'm taking a break because I'm gonna lose my head, so I have to take.
You say that at every stream, and then you add the next one.
No. This time it was perfect, but in general, I just hate Spurs, so I'd rather take a time out. But I'll be watching.
No. So you got I'm in the U.S., Elias is in Malaysia, Dietrich's is in Canada, and Minerals is in London, but via Rwanda, right?
Yeah, I'm Rwandese. And by the way, Friday is the genocide memorial thing. 29 years of it. 7th of April till 4th of July. It happened for 100 days, man. Like RIP to the fallen soldiers as well.
There you go. RIP to the fallen soldiers.
And see you, and I'll be on Stel's show and stuff like that. You can follow me on Twitter, IG, and stuff like that.
What's your Twitter, Minerals? Do I follow you on Twitter?
It's Minerals.
Is it?
Let me show you in the private chat.
All right, yeah. Hit me in the private chat, and I'll follow you on Twitter.
No, actually, it's not Minerals. It's no, it's not Minerals.
I think it's Minerals, right? Something.
No, it's NTWALI _ Noah.
It's my real name. You've exposed me. Noah's my real name.
Doxed him, Dietrichs.
But just send me a message saying it's Minerals, and then I was like, okay, understand now.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's you, because you followed me on Insta as well. So then I was like, who is this guy? I
saw that you followed me on Instagram, but I didn't know if I followed you on Twitter or not.
The guy. Did you see the guy on the AV on my Instagram?
Yeah.
He's my brother.
Okay. I thought it was you, but you looked a little bit older.
The guy with the dreadlocks is my brother.
Sweet.
It's called Kenny. Hey.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. We're going to call it a night. There you are. I got you. Now you're followed.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
We will be back next. The game Saturday versus Brighton, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I think we got a Thursday night call-in show. Then we have the Friday night show here on Tottenham Way.
No, I think Thursday's the Henry show.
Henry show. Yeah, that's right. Henry
and
show.
Wednesday's the call-in show.
Wednesday's call-in show. Henry show every day now, dude. This is getting ridiculous.
Not Tuesday.
Every day but Tuesday.
It's Wednesday.
Actually, Tuesday might be the...
You want to do one on Tuesday with me?
No. Sorry. I don't like doing the shows that I have to do already, and I am obligated to do them, so, or I don't get paid.
But at least there's a big game tomorrow and
Chelsea Liverpool.
Chelsea Liverpool tomorrow. That should be fun.
Yeah, that will be. Let me give you an analogy, Will. That game will be. It would determine who's the broke here. Two broke people fighting to find who's less broke.
I mean, I just hope this Sunday Liverpool beats Arsenal.
They ain't beating us, bro. We're cut from a different cloth, bro.
I hope Chelsea wins.
I hate Chelsea, but I hope they win.
I hope they win too.
Same here.
Yeah, man. Chelsea might beat Liverpool. Do you know Bruno, that bold right back that played for Brighton, is the interim of Chelsea right now?
I never heard of this guy.
I hope Chelsea win because they got a lot more points to catch up with us than with us. So.
Do you understand? Since October, they only won 2 games.
They only won like 2 games
Chelsea,
since October.
Since October.
7 wins. Graham Potter has only won 7 games out of 23. That's shocking, Will. You as a statistician can see it.
That's I look. Hey, I'm the only guy from last year who said that Graham Potter was an overrated fraud. I called this last year before we hired Nuno. And Graham Potter was in the running to come manager of Tottenham. I said I didn't want him because he's a fraud. He's not a good manager. Everybody, I caught shit for it.
I have 2 questions. Do you really think he's better than Nuno?
No, Nuno's better than Potter. 100%.
Nuno had a really good season with Wolves.
Yeah,
He took
Nuno has
why
better
at
record.
Europa League, right?
But why
He
at
took-
Spurs and their work?
Nuno's gotten to
Yeah,
Europa
agree.
League in Spain. He's gotten to Champions League in Spain. Nuno's gotten won the championship. Nuno's gotten Wolves within seventh, eighth, right? Just outside European League before there was a Conference League. Graham Potter ain't got nobody nowhere except some nobody team in Sweden, bro.
Exactly. And he bottled it with Swansea.
Yeah. Graham Potter is a nobody.
And can you do me a favor? Can you do a check on the coach that Stel's talking about? The
Ancelotti.
Oh, Onslaught.
Arne Slot. Can you do tell me Arne
Yeah,
Slot?
I'll do it. I don't know a lot about Arne Slot. I'll have to research him. To be honest with you.
Apparently, he's a very attacking sort of. His style of football is quite attacking, and then
People act like they know exactly who Arne Slot is. Nobody knows.
I don't know
Arne
who
Slot
it is.
yeah.
I don't know him. So I'll be honest, I don't know. I just know he's first.
I've only
Big up,
heard about.
Simos.
Exactly.
Hope your
Will,
F1 stream went good today.
Yeah, man. Napoli went well, man. Will.
What's up, bro?
Bro, imagine if Spurs were having the season Chelsea are having. 7 wins in 23 and 11th in the table. Would there be a meltdown? Will there be a meltdown, Will?
But there's a meltdown
Dude,
with
there's-
fourth.
I don't think there's a meltdown happening in our fan base ever, dude.
If you're in Chelsea position,
No.
if you're having the season Chelsea are having,
Nope.
why?
There was a meltdown under Nuno when we were 7th in the league.
It was a
There was a
meltdown
big-
to get the manager down.
Yeah, but you're good, Ellie or Eli, or I don't know how to pronounce EYL.
Ailey, 200.
Ailey 279. You're good. Don't worry about it. You're entitled to your opinion, so we won't dump on you. Thanks for watching the show, though, guys. We'll be back here with this show. If you like the new format, make sure you let us know in the comments below after the show. Hit that thumbs up, that likes button, all that good stuff. We'll be back. Check out Tottenham Away. Subscribe to WillStewart365 if you like this show, and if you want to see some reviews on some stuff. If there's anything that you'd like me to review, let me know, and I'll go waste my money on it, just for you, as long as I can afford it. Anyway, you guys take it easy. Big up to all the guests that came onto the show today. Big up to Elias, Dietrich, and Minerals for hanging out till the very end. Everybody at home, stay strong, stay Spurs. We'll see you guys
Up the minerals.
next time.